Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Small Screen Star Wars. As always, I am Julian Misha. I'm joined by Rachel Wilkinson.
Hello.
And we're going to be talking about today Tales of the Underworld, Star Wars : Tales of the Underworld, which is the latest in the Tales of anthology series. Is it make sense when you say the Tales of blank or the Tales of X?
What do you mean?
There's been 3 of them now. Is that enough?
Yeah,
I feel like it's confusing phraseology. Am I overthinking it? Probably.
I think you're overthinking it. I don't, yeah.
Because where do they go next? What's the next? Tales of the what? They
I
did
want
Underworld,
Tales of the
Jedi?
Sith.
Tales of the Sith, yeah.
I need Sith, because we got Empire, which was
That's
fine.
not quite the same.
But I want Sith, and I want old school Sith.
Tales of the Old Republic, that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be fun, yeah.
Tales of the New Republic, that's also fine. Tales of the New Jedi Order, you can do whenever they get around to doing that. I guess that, they've got lots of room.
Yeah.
But it's nice to know that the animation studio at Lucasfilm is busy on a full series instead of just working on these.
Right.
Which is fine.
Yeah,
these are fine, but they don't really quench the thirst of a full series. And so, I'm, to be honest, I'm still a little skeptical if the Maul show is going to do that either, because it just feels like the scope is a little small. What's it called again? Bane Shadow Warrior or something like that.
What?
Is that what it's called? What's the show called?
Maul?
Yeah, I keep
you
saying
keep
Bane.
saying Bane. I was like, why are you saying
Maul.
Bane? Maul, Shadow something? Shadow Collective? Shadow Empire?
Shadow Lord.
Yeah.
Shadow Lord. It's kind of like Phantom Menace. You have a Shadow Lord, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we'll see. Time will tell. They haven't really let us down since Resistance, I guess.
In terms of animated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm excited for it. I think Maul content, it's going to be hard to make it not interesting.
You think it's like inherently interesting? Don't you think that we spent a lot of time with Maul?
No, I don't think we have. I don't think we've spent enough time with him. Especially, I don't know, they teased so much in Solo that we didn't get.
Did they tease them? They just teased that he was involved in the Underworld, which is what we knew already.
That's cool that he was like going to be a big player in the, in the realm of things. So,
well, I guess if you think about it, this is maybe like a teaser. Tales of the Underworld is a bit of a teaser for what Shadow Lord will be.
Maybe, yeah.
MSL, I guess we could call it now for short.
MSL.
But because, and we'll get into this in a little bit, but I do think that like this show undersells the use of the word underworld, oversells it.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't feel very underworldy to me at all.
Vaguely underworldy. There's like one mention of a gang, and like, is that the Underworld? I guess.
Yeah,
anyway,
I was expecting a lot more crime syndicate kind of stuff, not necessarily just
like small time burglaries.
Yeah, like this was just kind of like one bounty hunter and his backstory, fine, and then Asajj. It's not really Underworld to me at all. Her story. It's kind of the opposite.
I think that's probably fair. Anyway, we'll get into that in a second here. Before we do, I guess a little bit of housekeeping, refresher on what is the latest over here. So if you want to help support the show, best way to do that is patreon.com/TowerBiblecast. This helps keep the lights on, both literally and figuratively, here at the TOB studio at the Tower. So again, patreon.com/TowerBiblecast. We are going through the process of reworking the main show, so please stay tuned while we go through that process. I appreciate your patience on that. If you like to keep up with us on the socials, and that's fine if you don't. Social media is a toxic place, but Blue Sky is a little less toxic, so you can find us there. Blue Sky, Tower Bible Podcast at Blue Sky. I don't know how else to say it other than that. You can also follow me, Jay Mush, MEUSH, because I do. If you want a broader spectrum of things that to annoy me about, or sorry, allow me to annoy you about, Anyway, that's Blue Sky. Again, encourage everyone to leave X and join a much healthier place on the internet. That's basically it. I will say one last thing, just because it has been like basically on my mind ever since. If you haven't done so, please go watch Andor season 1, and then season 2, and then Rogue One. Mm-hmm. They were joking on one of the podcasts I was listening to that the perfect viewing order is Rogue One, then Andor, then Rogue One again. So that you get like the full feeling.
The full scope. Yeah. I like that.
I don't necessarily recommend that you have to do that, but that would give you the best like overall experience of how we all basically went through it.
Yeah.
To kind of get all the full context. It is such a great show. It is a little weird. It feels a little weird to sit here and talk about this animated, like 2-part animated series after Andor. It just feels like such small potatoes compared to what we were just doing. So, bear with us as we kind of deal with that. Because it's a new experience for me to have to kind of like be like, we just had the best thing ever, and now we're going to have to go and talk. I mean, not that this is bad, but like in comparison, it's like it does kind of suck comparatively.
Well, I mean, but we shouldn't be comparing.
Yeah, no, it's not fair.
The thing.
It's not fair.
It's not. Yeah, it is. So.
It's all relative, I suppose, but it's just going to take a little bit of time for like me to like cleanse my palate a little bit from Andor in a good way. Because
plus side, it won't be a 3-hour podcast, I don't think. This time.
Probably not. I don't know if there's as much. There's just not as many layers to peel back when we're talking about.
I don't know though.
Cad Bane.
Yeah, it is 6 episodes. So
6 15-minute episodes. Yeah. I mean, so that works out to be like 1 hour basically of television. So it's basically us breaking down one episode of something.
Yeah.
Which we have definitely gone 2 hours on one 30-minute episode.
We have.
The Bad Batch.
We absolutely have.
Which is, our bad.
That's your bad.
But it is what it is. Yeah. Okay. So the description of the show is as follows. Follows the galaxy's criminal underworld, I guess. Mm-hmm. Asajj Ventress, a former assassin, flees with a new ally, while Cad Bane confronts his past when meeting an old friend turned marshal. Mm-hmm. And it's premiered on May 4th. So we're, this is now June 3rd.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit, almost exactly a month since this dropped. But we talked about this when we were covering Andor.
We didn't want to split up Andor.
No.
Yeah.
And we only have so many hours in the day available. So we were going to wait. And then we took a week break after covering Rogue One. So you can actually get the whole experience, Andor Season 1, Season 2, and Rogue One. And I would recommend you do so. Again, even if you don't listen to us, go make sure you watch those things.
Please do.
Because again, speaking of cleansing your palate, if you've been feeling down on Star Wars lately, I recommend watching this, and I shall help you understand what the potential can be for Star Wars at the very least. Yeah. But again, not to say that this is bad. It's not great, but not to say that it's bad. It's just not Andor. So we're going to give this the full animated treatment that we've given every episode of Bad Batch and every other episode of animation that we've covered. Yeah. So stay tuned for a full recap and review here. Before we get into it, what are your overall thoughts on this 2-parter?
I feel like I didn't necessarily like this one as much as the other ones we've seen in this kind of series.
It's probably the worst of the 3.
Yeah, which is kind of unfortunate. I was really like, when I got not to be, a negative Nelly, but when they first dropped kind of what it was going to be, I was like, oh, that sounds awesome. Like, I feel like the hype that I gave it was too much in my own brain, because it just sounded like it'd be really cool stories. And I was like, oh, okay. I was just kind of like, not mad about it, but just slightly disappointed. I like Cad Bane as a character.
Classic parent thing to say. I'm not mad.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed in myself.
We've talked about expectations, right?
Yeah.
Things that we put on ourselves. Trying to divorce yourself from expectation before you go into things. Otherwise, you end up disappointing yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a good example.
I mean, it today when I tried to buy a house today. Did not go in my way.
That's right.
It's fine.
It's right. You have to be able to just take it as it comes, right?
Yeah.
There's got to be some sort of Yoda-ism.
I did
Jedi-ism.
say, I was kind of telling myself that just means that there's a better one out there for us.
Right. Exactly. Right.
So
it wasn't meant to be.
It wasn't meant to be. Yeah. But I had in my head, I just thought that the stories could have been a little cooler.
They feel like very small stakes.
Yeah, right.
Especially again compared to Andor, which was like super big stakes. And but again, character driven in the sense that like individual character motivations were small stakes.
Yeah.
But the larger story was bigger.
Yeah.
This has the ability to like concentrate on smaller character studies.
Right.
But instead of doing that, it kind of just spends its time adventuring in ultimately pretty, I would say the second, surprisingly, not that it's my favorite of the two, but the Cad Bane arc does commit to doing more character work.
Okay,
which
interesting.
I appreciate.
Yeah. See, I kind of like the Asajj story better.
Yeah, it is better.
Okay.
No.
The
Asajj stuff is definitely better. It's not.
Yeah, I just like the Cad Bane. Like, I like Cad Bane as a character, but I feel like we have enough.
Yeah, it's another example of like who asked for this. Like, no, I didn't need to know anything about Cad Bane's backstory. Now,
right.
I appreciate the thinking, which is, I think, along the lines of like, hey, we can tell this backstory and we can tell this kind of like Western,
very cool way of telling it. Of course,
kind of, yeah. Again, an Underworld in brackets, or in quotes, because it's like it's more like small time crime, right? That like takes them there, but it feels very like hollow and like very by the numbers, pretty straightforward, predictable. There really is. There's very little that like is exciting because again, obviously, these characters all have, with the exception of like the supporting cast, all have plot armor.
Yeah.
So and because we're, I guess it's hard to say. Is the Asajj stuff before or after we see her in the Bad Batch?
It's got to be before. This feels like it's pretty close. Right. Okay, but when
so
do
is
we
that.
see her? It is. Yeah, you're right. It could be very similar timeline. You're right, actually.
Well,
I don't know.
Though. So Bad Batch season 3. Season 3.
Because it's definitely like the first episode, not the first episode of Asajj's arc here, but like when we see her with Quinlan and Obi-Wan, like that's very early. That's got to be before the Bad Batch stuff because she's dead.
That's pre-Empire.
Yes, or like
yes, no, yeah.
Is it
pre-Empire.
okay? It is pre-Empire.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I was saying, but like, okay, so when you catch it up to her on that whatever, like,
but yeah, later on
planet, basically.
No, like they're running, like the Jedi are running,
right? And so it's full on.
Yeah,
there's
the path and
all that stuff. So I feel like that's fairly early in the.
I would say so.
Like they call it like 10 BBY or like something like that.
Like maybe around the same time when kind of like Obi-Wan figures out about the path and Quinlan being involved and like it's
I feel like it's before that, but again we don't know. We don't really get enough hints. There's not enough breadcrumbs to like dial in a specific BBY that we're looking for. But I guess technically Asajj could die, but we've seen her die twice, so it's like does it really matter?
Why have you seen her die twice?
Well, we didn't see her. She dies once in a book, right? And then she dies another time. She dies twice, I think. I mean, maybe just the once in the book, maybe.
I think just the once in the book. I don't know of another death.
Or wasn't it before she was recruited by Dooku? I'll have to look this up. But I mean, ultimately, she has the fact that she died once and came back, and it seems like the choice that she had to make wasn't that difficult. I guess all she had to do is give up her heart's desire.
Yeah.
Which is also unclear. We'll get into this, but like,
right, unclear of what that is.
What's the rule there? Like, okay, are you never allowed to see Quinlan again?
Well, is that her heart's desire?
Or do you die?
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe it's that her heart doesn't. That's the thing. Her heart doesn't desire him anymore.
Yeah, but that's
it's like taken away.
That's not what's going on there. Because she says she's asked by Mother Talzin if she loves him, and she's like, yes.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. That's the spookiness of it. I guess we don't know.
Anyway, so yeah, I largely agree that the show lacks something. It's missing a little spice, I feel like.
Yeah, I think I just maybe something a little different maybe too, and maybe we are just getting a little bored of it's another found Jedi. Like I don't really, not that I don't care about more found Jedi.
What are we doing? We're doing Tales of the Underworld and the stories about Asajj and another found Jedi. How is that even? It doesn't even align with like the theme
I know, that's
of the
why
show.
I did find this like odd. because she's, I don't know, I guess that's what they're trying to say. Like, she's still in the underworld, I guess.
Okay.
But also kind of a good guy in the underworld because she's, I don't know. That's kind of how she's been towing the line for the last little while. But yeah.
So you've mentioned that you think that the Asajj arc is better. What about it works better for you? Just is it more thrilling, or because it's the least aligned with the theme?
Right.
The Bane stuff is better aligned,
That's
but it's
true.
maybe less exciting.
I just feel like because neither of them feel very underworld to me, because like Bane's whole story just feels like a Bane story. It doesn't feel like it has anything to do with the underworld or the crime syndicates. I guess when I think of underworld, I think of like the crime syndicates, and I think of the different crime families and the Pikes and the like all those interconnected things. More of like even like Maul coming up within the crime families too. Like that's kind of what I think of, not really just like bounty hunters causing problems on their home planets with like a marshal and I don't know, Asajj. I guess she would be underworld to the new order of the Empire because she's helping Jedi, but again, it's just like I was just hoping for more villainy bad guy stuff, not like half good guy stories.
Yeah, when there's a lot of story, like they could have told a cool Boba Fett story,
or
like when he finally like steps up. I mean, we see a little bit of that in the Clone Wars, but like we could have seen something cool like that.
But like even something cool like Dr. Aphra stuff, or
there's not. I'm sorry to say, but Dr. Aphra is not that cool.
She's so cool.
She's not that cool.
No, she's so cool.
She's got all the things that make her
hilarious.
Like into a.
I like her a lot.
I just feel like she's a very like rote, sassy character.
I think she's.
And
I maybe that's why I like her. I think she's fun.
Okay.
She's got murderous droids with her.
The droids are. I think the droids are the most interesting part of her whole thing.
Yeah, I was just kind of maybe hoping for something a little more different than what we got. But yeah, I did like the Asajj story better. I think maybe just because they did. I do like when they acknowledge some of the books and they bring in parts of those to make them like canon. Not that they're not canon, but you know what I mean? They're a little bit more canonized when it's obviously in a visual media. But yeah, I don't know. I found that story a little bit more interesting.
Yeah,
I think because the other one just felt like a Western again to me.
Yeah, I think there's probably a little bit more to it than that. We'll get.
No, there are, and I mean, it's like, oh, Cad Bane has a son, so
yeah,
like that's kind of neat.
And yeah, like that could come back in interesting.
Yeah,
what a way to tie it into Andor. Just
yeah, right.
Secret boys everywhere.
So many orphaned boys. Yeah, or whatever, orphaned children.
Yeah, we don't know if Andor's kid is a boy. That's true.
That's true.
Okay, so according to Wikipedia, and this is by no like sense the definitive word, but it has it listed that in 18 BBY she helped Omega. And that was 18 BBY. So that was really early in the Imperial era.
Yeah.
So, and then it says, eventually she gave up the profession in favor of a quiet life as a security guard on an unremarkable astronomical object.
Gotcha.
A planet, an unknown planet. However, upon meeting the young Jedi Lyco Strata, she assisted him in escaping Imperial stormtroopers and an Inquisitor before embarking on several other missions together. So, in theory, this is after. So, this is close to the I guess the spin-off that everyone was hoping that we would get with Omega and Asajj. So she's like, never mind, she doesn't have it. But this Lyco guy, he's the real thing. Yeah. And also he was already a Jedi, so it's like a little bit more of an accomplished apprentice, if that's what she was looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess my overall thoughts are similar. What I liked about the Asajj arc was fun lightsaber combat.
Yeah.
Some cool callbacks to the Clone Wars stuff. That's about it. There's some good, like the music I would say in both arcs is pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll give them that. For some reason, it stuck out to me more. It was more melancholy, I think, in the Asajj stuff. So it works a little bit better for me on that front. It all looks great. This feels like, from a visual perspective, like they've reached a new plateau like we did a jump in animation quality between seasons of the Bad Batch and then Tales of the Empire.
Right.
And then once they achieve that, we've reached this level, this plateau. And then I assume the sentiment seems to be that they're reaching for another plateau with Maul, not Bane.
Yeah.
Shadow Warrior.
Yeah.
Lord, whatever.
Shadow Lord, yeah.
It does feel a little emo, don't you think? The Shadow Lord subtitle.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
Could we just call it Maul?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that have been enough? I guess maybe we.
Isn't there already something called that? I don't know.
Yeah, probably a comic book, but like,
books,
if the show is, just like Andor should have just been called Rebels, probably.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, so that worked for me. I think it's fun to be with Asajj when she's a good guy. I like her yellow lightsaber.
I do too. Yeah, that's fun.
Big fan of yellow, and I'm playing Jedi Survivor and stuff.
Yeah,
I play with a yellow lightsaber.
Nice.
In honor of Rey, obviously. But which is only partially a joke. I did think her yellow lightsaber at the end of episode 9 is cool.
Yeah.
It's like one of the only things in the entire movie that's cool.
That's cool. We know.
I also like the cool
feel.
like side flick switch she has on it.
Right.
So like a twisty thing.
Yeah.
So that's cool. But
actually, my coworker was telling me how dumb he thought it was that she doesn't have a double.
Oh yeah, it is kind of. But we don't know if it's not. It could.
That's true.
It could open up on
but
the
he
other side.
Just immediately, he was like, "Why? Like, why would she change fighting styles?"
Well,
when
she
she's been
trained
fighting
with a single.
stick?
She trained with a single bladed lightsaber.
No, because she had the whatever you call it, like the stick before, and
yes,
she would fight.
Had the staff. That's
so
true.
You would think naturally you would.
Yes, that would make sense. But she did train when she was working with the lightsaber with Luke's lightsaber.
Yes.
She worked with
that makes sense.
A single blade.
Yeah.
So,
but
anyway, there's a lot of things if you want to make fun of the sequels for.
Oh, yeah,
I feel like that one is like low on the list.
What is the other question that he asked me? It was like something along the lines of like, what the fuck is Amon Holdo's problem? Like she
has holding information.
No, it wasn't even about that. It was about like her shitting on Poe for him like doing things his own way. And he's like, then she just explodes herself.
Well, that's not quite. I feel like that's a misrepresentation. Holdo gets a lot of bad press, I feel like, but I feel like Holdo, and that's not even, that's episode 8.
Yeah.
But she gets a lot of bad press for like, oh, it's all, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's like contrived because if she had just told Poe about the bigger plan, then none of these other things would happen.
Right.
Sure. Yeah. But that's how every script is like that technically.
Yes, that has to be the character's not communicating enough and it causes.
Yeah, I mean, and you need some conflict, but there's the part of that whole thing is Poe going through this arc, and she is basically saying, I'm responsible for holding him to account.
Yes, yeah.
And I'm not going to, and I'm now responsible for the fleet as a whole. She's got bigger problems than this one pilot. This one pilot.
Yeah.
So, she can't just bend the rules for him just because he thinks he's a hotshot. Yeah. And she's trying to make a point. And, you can argue, is now the time? All that kind of stuff. Sure, whatever. But it does enable Poe's arc to kind of like see the bigger picture by the end of the movie.
Definitely.
So, I like Holdo. I think she's got a cool look. The actress is great.
I just laughed.
So,
and
then she gets to do the coolest thing. She does the thing that everyone also hated, the Holdo maneuver. She gets it named after her. I
don't know why everyone would hate that, because to me, I'm like, that makes sense. Like, that's,
The only people are like, why did they didn't just do that against the Death Star? Which my answer is, good point. I think they probably should have probably thought about that.
Yeah.
But no one in the script, George Lucas hadn't come up with that. So that's the answer. Okay. So let's get into the recap. Oh, I'll mention just quickly before I guess we're talking about Asajj. That stuff with the Bane, I think, works from a character level, sort of, but mostly I think it fails us by jumping forward in time and actually not spending very much time with Bane, instead spending a lot of time with his friend.
Wait, why are you saying Bane again?
Cad Bane.
Oh, Cad Bane. Sorry.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yes. Sorry.
So it like, I just feel like it's not. It's a misnomer, just like the whole series, the whole Tales of the Underworld thing is a bit of a misnomer.
Yeah,
it's the Cad Bane arc is not even a full Cad Bane arc. You just it's just like glimpses at his origin story.
Right. Yeah.
But you spend almost as much time or more time with his like best friend
Yeah.
guy.
I think it's also too because like I don't necessarily consider all the bounty hunters to be Underworld necessarily.
Well, I mean, I guess if they work for a guild, it's like it's above board.
Yeah, like to me, that's not like I've kind of already said. It's not crime syndicate because like anybody can hire a bounty hunter. You can hire a bounty hunter to find somebody, to obviously to kill somebody. Is the main thing that they do. But we've
do lots of things, steal stuff.
You know,
most of the things that they do are illegal.
True, I guess, but I just feel like a lot of it maybe it's just like you can hire them for protection. Like it's not necessarily that they're all bad guys. So
yeah,
a lot of them bring everybody in alive. They don't necessarily kill them all the time. But
I mean, it's up to them, right? That's what they.
Mando was a bounty hunter.
Yeah, and he definitely killed people.
That's true. He's a good guy.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, we all have soft spots for like the bad guys of the Star Wars universe, but I would say that like largely speaking, if you work as a bounty hunter, you are in the underworld.
Fair.
I think that's fair to say. But again, using the term underworld pretty loose here.
Yeah.
Loose definition for sure.
We can agree on that.
Okay, let's talk about the intro helmets. By the way, this annoyed me because there is a article on Wikipedia called the intro helmets or something like that.
Okay.
But it only has like 4 series. It doesn't have all the series listed.
Oh, really?
So it's like, yeah, it's like, here's the Mando season 1 and season 2 intro helmets, and here's the this and that. And I'm like, well, this isn't helpful for me if it doesn't have every single one. So especially the most recent ones. So I have to do it manually, and I'm pretty sure I nailed it. Okay. And because one I was not entirely sure on, but I've now revised my thinking, and I'm pretty sure I nailed it. Okay. So we start with the 11th brother, which is the Inquisitor with the like bird face helmet.
Oh, the bird.
Ahsoka.
Yeah, the bird face one. Gotcha.
From Tales of the Jedi.
Yeah.
And then you have a RA7 protocol droid.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Darth Vader. Pretty sure I got that one right.
Yeah, I would hope.
And then this is the one that like tripped me up because I thought maybe it was going to be Cad Bane's droid.
Oh,
the guy voiced by Seth Green.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's not. In fact, it is AZ134521185. Anyway,
from Bad Batch.
The whole
and Clone Wars.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Clone Wars and Bad. Omega's friend, AZ.
Yeah, AZ. Yeah.
Pretty funny droid in my opinion.
Yeah, he is. He's good
up
stuff.
there.
Yeah.
Then Chopper or Chopper-like droid, an R4 style. Then you have Hu Yang, the Jedi lightsaber droid that we obviously see in live action with Ahsoka. Then you have General Grievous and Tech's helmet. Respect to Tech.
Respect to Tech.
Pour one out for our boy Tech.
Yeah.
Execute Plan 99. So yeah, that pretty good stuff, I'd say. I mean, they again in terms of like you can kind of get a sense of what the show is going to be like based on what you see in here. Surprising that like none of the droids in here really appear in any of these series,
right?
In any of these episodes. The closest one is the 11th brother, but like that's not even the Inquisitor that we get.
Yeah,
so interesting.
It's just kind of a random one. I don't think they're really named. I'm sure I know they keep popping up. Like Vader has.
Yeah, Vader appears up like fairly occasionally. Yeah. Vader's probably the most frequent one. Chopper also appears a lot.
Yeah. I feel like Grievous a lot too.
Grievous every once is if you're like stack ranking them, it's like Vader, Chopper, Grievous, and then like Tech I feel like is new, and like the Tales of the what was the last one? Tales of the Empire.
Yeah.
I think had or was it the last season of Bad Batch? The one that had like there was like the 20th anniversary for the animation studio had the Gen 1 Clone Trooper helmet as the last one. I just feel like they saved the last one if they want to like send a little message.
Right.
So Tech, they want to honor Tech, obviously, as we all would, as we all do every year on the anniversary of his death. Okay, which we all know is probably in January. I'm guessing that was when. That's my best guess for when that series was like wrapping up in
Oh,
season 2.
I thought you meant in their timeline.
No.
I was like,
There's
what
no
the
Januaries.
hell? Yeah, I was- like you can't just make that decision.
Yeah, no. Obviously, I would just determine it on the episode date, the premiere date
okay.
of the episode. Yeah.
Got ya.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
I guess they say rotation, which is presumably a month, or a year,
or a week, or a day. Who knows? It depends on the rotation.
Yeah, I don't know. It is hard to say. Time is determined by the galactic center,
right?
But would be annoying if you were living on a planet that like one day on Coruscant was like 2 days on your planet.
Right?
That would be very annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Or I mean, it would be if it was only 2, that would be great. If it was like 4.4 or something, that'd be even more annoying. All right, so we start with episode 1, titled "A Way Forward," directed by Saul Ruiz, written by Dave Filoni and Matt Michnovitz. Starring Nika Futterman, Tootie Roche, and Daniel Ross. Nika Futterman voices Asajj, of course.
Right.
Okay, so where do we begin? First scene. This is probably the best scene in the entire series. So we'll start high and just work our way down. So we get some really soft string music with a bit of like a Middle Eastern vibe. We see Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm like, oh shit, we're gonna get Obi-Wan. He doesn't speak.
No.
So that's some disappointment. Quinlan Vos is there. He does speak, thankfully. Laying Ventress's body to rest on Dathomir.
Mm-hmm.
So this is it's not entirely clear to me if this is a recreation of a scene that we see in the book or if it's following a scene that we see in the book. But
yeah,
the book in question is Dark Disciple, written by Christy Golden, sorry. And it's interesting because this is a bit of a roundabout way for this scene to be on screen or be animated, because it was originally an animated, like a Clone Wars arc that was not finished. Then it was converted into a book, and then, which is a popular book. People do seem to like it a lot. And now they've adapted this, or readapted, I guess, this scene. And again, not entirely because this scene is specifically in the book, but the sentiment is that, like, for book readers, this is a big moment for them. So I applaud the book readers. I'm really happy for you guys. It's nice to have that like direct through line connection to, because I guess we had seen Asajj come back in Bad Batch, and everyone's like, "What's the deal?
Thought she was dead.
How's that work exactly?" And everyone's like, well, who cares? It's fun to see her. And that was basically, it was like, let's not think about it too much. I'm sure they'll explain it. So this is their opportunity to explain it. And how does this work exactly? So she's being like sunken into the pools on Dathomir.
Yeah.
And Asajj, not Asajj, but Quinlan says she often spoke of returning here. And then so she like lays her to rest, and then she's got wearing this like, it's got a cool little outfit they've got for her.
Yeah.
And then she sinks into the water, and Obi-Wan and Quinlan walk away. And there's a solitary tear that comes from Quinlan, drops into her palm. He says, I will always love you. And the next thing we see is Mother Talzin saying to her to wake up.
Right.
Disembodied voice. And she tries to call to Quinlan, but Mother Talzin says he can't hear you. And then she says, and this is where I feel like it gets interesting. Then she says, the Jedi's words are a gift to you. So it seems to me like if he hadn't said, I'll always love you, she wouldn't have been offered this opportunity.
Yeah, right. I feel like it does have something to do with like the words and the tear, and like it was enough of like that witchy magic.
Magic with
air.
a K.
To bring her back, right? Like it's almost like she needed a tie to the physical realm, right? To like keep her tied there. So him saying like I'm always gonna love you is like that like tie.
Got
that
it.
She needs.
Okay, you're saved.
Yeah.
And so Mother Talzin says she can either join her sisters in the realm of the dead. Doesn't seem that great, to be honest.
Yeah.
Or she can come back to life. The price being, because there's always a cost, right?
Yes.
The price is her heart's desire. So this, again, nothing here is laid out explicitly, which I will give them credit for not like laying it all out,
Right. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and slapping us in the face with the rules and all that. But
Yeah.
the sentiment seems to be that she can re-enter the land of the living, pretty low price of never seeing Quinlan Voss again.
Right. Yeah.
The question I want to know, because it's like, okay, that's cool. I think most people would probably make that choice. But then what happens if she does see Quinlan again?
Yeah.
Like, what's the,
I don't know.
does she instantly die? She's like, oh, that was, you were, it's kind of like, is it kind of like with Buffy and Angel? You know how Angel has, do you know this? Are you not a Buffy the Vampire
No, I
Slayer?
am. I was like, I don't know
Okay.
how this.
So Angel, right?
Oh, because he turns into a vampire when
No. He loses his soul if he experiences a true moment of happiness.
of happiness. Right.
And
So that's why him and Buffy can't do it.
that's right. They can't be together, right? Because he gets to be like a sad emo vampire.
Yeah.
In LA for 2 seasons of his own show.
Yeah. Because otherwise, no. There's more seasons than that.
Is there more than 2 seasons of
Yeah.
Angel?
There's like 4.
No way. I've seen that whole show, but I couldn't tell you that
There's
there's
at
that
least
many.
4.
Okay,
seasons of
well,
that show.
news to me.
Yeah. She
there's a
does
whole-
make a cameo.
There's a whole later because there's rules about them not being able to cross over because it was on a different network and stuff, which is so silly.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Wild.
And then also doesn't Faith also do a crossover? There's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Faith is the best.
Like you would think that.
Everyone thought that. Obviously, she's not the
Worst.
best in like
Yeah.
she killed people and is like clearly a bad person, but she tries, occasionally to be better. And Eliza Dushku, pretty cool person.
She's cool. She's very hot.
So,
Welcome to our Buffy.
yeah, but there's actually
podcast.
many Buffy podcasts, so we're not going to try. I'm not going to try to step on
We
those
could.
toes.
Yeah. We'll be 10 years too late.
Buffering the Vampire Slayer is one of them. I know that because I think I heard a commercial for one once. Lot of great episodes of Buffy. It's coming back.
What?
You didn't hear this?
No.
Yeah, they're doing a sequel series. Buffy's coming back. She's going to be like the leader of. There's going to be new. Yeah, she's cast a new.
Well, that's how
Slayer.
they like end it, where it's like not everyone's a Slayer, but there's like tons of Slayers.
She's like
it's not just
shared
one
the
now.
power.
Yeah,
with a bunch of people. Yeah,
interesting.
There's a school bus there. Big hole in the ground. That's what that
sounds great.
That's what
I'm into it. I will watch it.
Will Spike be back? That's the question. That's what all of the shippers want to know because
doesn't he die?
I thought he did. I don't remember. Yeah,
pretty sure
doesn't he sacrifice himself at the end?
I'm pretty sure he like dies in a flame.
Yeah, but
hole,
again, anything can.
Yeah, it's true.
He's like holding back the gates of hell, or
like something like that. Yeah.
I mean, all I'm saying is, listen, I don't read it, but my ex-girlfriend did.
Yeah.
Read a lot of Buffy fan fiction.
Yes.
I'm not going to speak out of school here, but I will say I did ask for like, what's the deal?
Yeah.
Like, what's the stories? Like, what do people care about? It's always Buffy and Spike.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Makes
but I'm
sense.
like, that's like and I was like, really? Because like I didn't feel like they really had a good vibe. And she was like, no, you don't get it. He's willing to like change for her, and that's why it's so like palpable. But like I'm like, I always thought that was a very extremely toxic and
also
terrible
just like
relationship.
it is, but like Spike's just hot in general.
Really?
too,
Why?
so.
Is it this bleach blonde hair?
It's because he looks like what's his name? Billy Joel. Like
no, that or what's his name from the Police?
Right? It's Billy Joel. That's right. Like
I don't know. I don't know if Billy Joel's hot or what he looks like.
The singer.
You don't think he looks like Sting a little bit?
The singer, the White Wedding singer.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Isn't
Okay,
that Billy
I'll believe
Joel?
it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sounds like it.
He looks like
Okay, but that's why. I don't know if that's why. I don't know if a lot of the
like
kids,
a hot British guy.
Yeah. All right.
I have to Google this.
What are we talking about? Oh yeah, the rules for like what happens if she sees Quinlan again. And so I guess my theory is not quite like the Angel and Jealous situation, but like similar to that. Like there would be a price that she would have to pay. Maybe she loses her soul. I don't know.
Billy Idol. That's what
Billy
I meant.
Idol. Okay,
that's who.
What
I
are the
meant.
Billies?
Billy Idol. He's literally the same. Like he is.
Oh yeah,
Billy Idol.
yeah. No, it's true. He does look like it. It is actually crazy.
It's like
the same bleach blonde
I'm pretty
hair,
sure he's based off of like same accent, same leather,
the same
bleach blonde.
the sleeveless, everything about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Billy Joel, I'm an
Okay.
idiot. Anyways, back to Asajj and her.
So she comes back to life
and can't be with Quinlan.
Can't be with Quinlan, I guess, is the sentiment. But
maybe he dies.
Oh, that would be even worse. I mean, he does. I mean, everyone dies, but I mean,
maybe that's like the extra thing why she can't. Like she says, the price is her heart's desire. So maybe the price is his life.
Oh, that would be bad.
It's like a trade.
Right. Which is why I do find like that later when she's like looking for him as like tempted, her to be tempted to do that as like an interesting idea, but they never really explored it in any depth.
Yeah.
The visuals of her coming back to life looks really cool.
Does.
Like her like pulling herself out of like the green mist and like.
I always love the green mist or ichor or whatever you want to call it.
Is that what they call it?
Ichor, yeah. ICHOR.
I've never heard that word before. Is that like what they use when they're like writing about it? Or is that just a different?
I feel like, yeah.
Or is that specifically in Star Wars they use that term, or is that more like
no? It's like a magic term.
Oh, okay, it's like ectoplasm.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pulling herself out of the ectoplasm.
Fluid that flows like blood in the veins of the gods, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm making this up, but I feel like it's used with witchy stuff.
Well, maybe you need a little bit of ichor.
Yeah.
All right, so we cut to the future. Imagine, if you will, for a moment, she has a brief detour where she hangs out with Omega for like a week.
Yeah.
And then, not even, like a couple days.
Yeah.
And then she gets bored of that and she leaves. And then we find her on this like Mos Eisley spaceport-esque location.
Being a ticket clerk.
Imperials all around. Yeah, ticket clerk / security guard at a spaceport. And then so a Rhodian without any money tries to force his way onto a transport with a blaster, but Asajj, we're able to use him as an example of how she is clearly still super skilled fighter. Easily takes care of him. I thought the way that like the shop owner was like, you're supposed to get rid of them, not kill them. She's like, he's clearly not dead. So I don't know. Yeah, like, I don't know what you're talking about.
He's clearly not.
And also
dead.
like that guy, the Rhodian points the blaster at her face, and she just like, I don't know what to tell you. You don't have the money, you can't come. She's like, do you realize there's a blast? There's a gun in your face?
I think she just knows. She's like, I'm not worried.
Well, maybe because Asajj is so good.
Yeah, I think she's just like, I'm not concerned.
Yeah. So anyway, the business owner wants to like use Asajj's skills to make quote unquote real money, which I guess means like, let's become bounty hunters or something.
Yeah, let's go beat people up.
Yeah.
For cash.
Yeah, but Asajj is like, no, I prefer the peace and quiet. Which is also like, I feel like, I mentioned this maybe when we were briefly mentioned this series when we were covering Andor, but it was like, this should have just been called Tales of the Western style stories.
Yeah, right.
Because this is like classic Western, like, oh, I'm a cowboy, lawless man who's like trying to settle down and leave that life behind.
I'm leaving my fighting past behind.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Trying to lay low.
Right, and instead gets pulled back in or sucked back in because they're, trying to do the right thing. So again, classic Western trope. And so she notices a squad of troopers and goes inside because she doesn't want that kind of heat. And then there's a young human boy also watching and enters the spaceport, wants transport on the next shuttle, but doesn't have any money. So we've seen how this goes before. Interestingly enough, the music does this thing, or it does this I loved, which is like, it brings in a little bit of Spanish guitar for some reason. Yeah. And I'm like, ooh. I'm like, it sounds like did they go and just quickly get a couple bars from Gustavo Santaolalla and from The Last of Us? But no, it's just really good music. And I was like, oh, this is great. I'm more of this, please. But it's like this part and then like one part later, and like that's it. And I'm like, that's not enough. If you're gonna tempt me with the Spanish guitar, then you need to go further. That's my take on that. Anyway, the kid tries to do a mind trick on the clerk, but it doesn't work. Classic Watto situation, which is like, credits will do fine. No, they won't. Little Annie, is that you? So it's a failure. But when he tries to do that, Asajj is like, "Whoa, shit! We got a little Jedi here." So she's like, "Okay, I'm a good guy now, so I'm going to help you." And as they're about to leave, the troopers that they're trying to avoid enter the shop and are looking for the kid. She tries to like hide everyone, but the shop clerk, classic, sells him out.
Yeah, it's cool.
Award? Okay.
Cool that we see her use a Jedi mind trick, though.
Yes.
I liked that part. I was like, oh, look at her doing a Jedi move.
Which is like a very similar to the very first one we ever see, which is like, go look somewhere else.
Yeah.
These are not the droids
not the droids you're looking for. Very
right.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah. By the way, these stormtroopers also have a Viper droid with them, which is also cool.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's my Viper droid impression.
Pretty good.
I've got lots of good impressions today.
Pretty good. Yeah, you're banging them out.
So they get sold out, and then we get a very brief action sequence. And what was surprising to me is something we don't often see or haven't seen very much historically in Star Wars animation, which is lightsabers murdering human people and seeing it on screen and not cutting away. There is a shot of the boy stabbing one of the stormtroopers through the chest. Yeah. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of other cutting away because like Asajj does most of the work.
Yeah.
But
I mean, maybe that's why it's a little more underworldy. I guess.
More violent.
But
yeah. PG-13.
Yeah.
Ask your parents if you can watch the show. It's like you can, but don't get bored. That's the rule.
Does not work on my kid.
Don't get bored.
He does like it. He will. The Star Wars is the one thing that he'll actually kind of like because he gets what it is and he goes vroom, 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 and he likes the lightsabers.
Who doesn't?
But then we'll get about like partway through something and then he'll just start screaming that he just wants to count to 100.
It's like, oh, okay. Good. Yeah, cool.
He wants me to put on videos.
Is he good at counting to 100?
Yeah, which is weird for how young he is, but he wants me to put on specific videos that count to 100.
Does he know what the numbers are, or is he just saying the words?
He will pick up his like puzzle numbers and like put them together and be like 22 and then put them down and go pick up another one and go like 23. Yeah, he will. He's a weird kid.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe he'll be a math genius.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. He was kind of, I don't know. He's super weird with numbers. So maybe he's
very Rain Man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like so. Autism, maybe.
We're all a little bit on the
we'll find out in another year or two.
It's a spectrum.
Yeah, if he is, cool.
It's a dash of the tism.
Yeah, just a touch. Yeah. But yeah,
touch of the tism.
Yeah.
So. Actually, speaking of lightsabers, Jeremy was giving me a hard time. Jeremy is a former co-host.
Yes.
And he was saying, he's like, you host a Star Wars podcast and you don't own a lightsaber.
Yeah, that's
which
wild.
is true. But it's only because I want to get a really good one. It's just why I also don't own a Star Wars themed costume.
Right.
Because I want to get a really good one.
I feel like if you were going to buy any costume, it would be a Batman one first.
Like, it wouldn't be. I want to spend like $1,000
on a Stormtrooper outfit?
On a Gen 3 clone
trooper outfit.
Clone trooper armor. Exactly.
That'd be pretty cool.
Right? Wouldn't that be so cool? Right? With a little pauldron.
Yeah.
And maybe the skirt.
Yeah. I should bring over the lightsaber I got Adam recently and I'll show it to you.
Is it one of the black
It's not a Black Series one. No, I can't remember the name.
Because I want to get like a custom build one.
His looks like Obi-Wan's. Like
hilt, that's cool.
But it is cool.
I think, speaking of which, we're on the topic. Mm-hmm. If I was going to pick a hilt that I wanted, Dooku's. So cool. It's got the curve.
the curve in it. Yeah. That's like Asajj is like that too.
Yeah,
but hers are more like katanas. Or no. Hers have a hook.
You're thinking more like
Ahsoka's are like katanas.
Which is also cool.
But yeah, Dooku's is like curved. It's weird. It looks like almost like a staff. Like a
cane.
Yes.
If it's not curved that much, it's not like a right angle.
No.
Yeah, no. So I just think that's a cool look.
Interesting, yeah.
Gary
and
Gary on the YouTube. By the way, we do record this live on
Wouldn't that be
Twitch
fun
and YouTube.
To be part of a 501st?
I mean, yes.
Legion here?
I think it would.
Be cool.
Especially if I had the sickest armor. Yeah. If I was like the coolest one.
The coolest looking one.
Yeah, and everyone's like, ooh, Julian, you're the coolest one.
But you've got to look like Scorch or something. Like you'd have to be very specific.
No. First of all,
the coolest ones always look like Rex or
I agree. There's Rexing around on Instagram who I follow.
Yeah.
Who has a Rex outfit and it is really cool.
Yeah.
But
like you can't just be a boring one.
Well, there's something to be said about being like just a standard clone.
That's true too. Yeah.
But no, I would want to. I'd have to think about like which battalion I'd want to be associated with. You know, whether it's the 501st and which I know is like an all-encompassing thing. But like you're talking about like the 212th, right? The Cody. That's the 212th, the Star Battalion or whatever. And then there's the I don't remember all the numbers, but like
No,
you
I
have the
can't
ones,
remember.
the yellow ones and the wolf pack, and then
the wolf ones are cool.
wolf one would be cool,
Yeah.
you know. So anyway, you know,
the Ahsoka ones who all die.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a bummer.
that is a bummer.
Mhm.
The Ahsoka one's cool, but I don't know if I'd want the orange on my helmet.
Yeah.
To be honest, I feel like I'd want to pick something a little bit more
cool.
straightforward.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, lots of ideas. Maybe I want to have like the commander like little visor thing that they've
right. Yeah.
got. Maybe I want an
The
antenna.
fancy pauldrons.
Yeah, that got to have a cool pauldron.
Yeah. I know you love your pauldron.
I mean, they're cool as hell. So anyway, yeah, so that's my plan. And the same with the lightsaber. I want one of the ones that you have that has a really nice hilt, and then also has the insertable blade, and then you can duel with it. That is
kind of like the one I got out.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we were talking about Tales of the Underworld. Let's get back to that. Anyway, so yeah, action sequence, all the super dead stormtroopers. Again, hers is yellow. He's got blue. It's a little boring, but whatever. Anyway, I know it's boring to say that, but like, and that's like the original color, but like,
you think
to
blue
me,
and green are
I think
boring?
blue and green are boring now. That's it's kind of funny. Yeah. I actually think green is less boring than blue.
Fair enough.
Mostly because I think that when Anakin and Obi-Wan fight, it's blue on blue, and it's kind of boring.
Gotcha.
From a color perspective.
Gotcha.
That's all. But like thematically, it makes sense because they're brothers, etc.
Yes.
He literally, rough. I hate you. So they dash through the streets, but there are troopers everywhere. We get some kind of standard, I would say, pretty standard Star Wars banter here with like a little bit of some joking around, a little bit of ribbing. He's excited to see another Jedi, so he's kind of like,
he keeps peppering her with questions.
Exactly.
Yeah, and she's just avoiding him. Just like, I'm
Right.
not a Jedi. I was waiting for her to say like, I'm no Jedi, but
right, which is rude because that's
line.
clearly Ahsoka's line.
Yeah.
Exactly. Anyway, she's upset that she ruined her life to rescue this kid.
Right.
Which I think is fair. Like that's going through her mind, and he's just like, ooh, how do I know you? What's all these things? She's just like, please shut up.
Yeah. It's funny because it's kind of like another Omega thing too. Like, why do I keep saving these kids?
yeah. I mean, kind of. Anyway, so he mentions the path, which is she's not aware of. She's never heard of it, the path at this point. But also as a non-Jedi, she probably wouldn't have.
Yeah.
And so the path is what is the path? You want to describe it?
It's like the Underground Railroad for Jedi.
Yes, that's the best way. I wouldn't have said it that way, but that's exactly
correct.
But
that's
exactly correct.
Yeah.
I mean, without the racializing, but yes.
It's the way of escaping Jedi and Force-sensitive children and their
into
families
safety.
into safety.
Right.
Yes.
Presumably to that planet in Jedi Survivor, but we don't know for sure how that all
I don't
ends
know
up.
what that is.
So yeah, in Jedi Survivor, they go to this planet. I can't remember what it's called.
Okay.
And there's this like space anomaly where you need this special compass to get to it. And then once you get in there, there's this like Eden, basically, like perfect planet that is safe from the Empire.
Oh.
And I think the plan was that like the path was already partially established at that point, and they're going to lead everybody. The path is going to lead to this planet where you need this special thing so the Empire can't get to them.
Gotcha.
Again, story's not over. There's still a third Jedi game to tell that. So
maybe it's at Atten.
At Atten?
Yeah, full circle.
I don't. What does he say? I ain't heard no at Atten. Yeah, we know. Anyway,
I ain't never heard of no.
I ain't never heard no at Atten.
Yeah.
The other day I found myself saying the Port Borgo line. I was like, I don't know what caused me to think about it. I was like, in Port Borgo, they say you sleep well, either in a soft bed or a shallow grave. And I was like, just thinking about that, I was like, man, that just really makes me laugh. I just think that's such a fun thing.
It's a good line.
Anyway, so the Underground Railroad for Jedi.
Yeah.
And he mentions Quinlan Vos established the path, which, by the way, we do see in Obi-Wan, the show.
Yeah,
which that show sucks, but it has a couple good moments. It has a couple good moments, but it mostly sucks. And it's like they did stuff like they went to the
We're not
Castle Inquisitorius and they didn't even show it right. They didn't even. It's like, what do you? We have an established look for this. It's all CG anyway. Why would this even matter? And they did the Grand Inquisitor, and they're like, yeah, we're just not going to do the whole thing. He's just not going to be the same guy.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
Yeah.
Okay. So, oh man, just what a missed opportunity. And it's dark. It's like super dark. You can't see anything half the time. It's like, so have you not seen this joke online? Or it's like, oh look, it's Darth Vader in the show Obi-Wan. It's like, is it? And it's like someone squinting, like, like I can't tell. Mentions Quinlan Vos. Quinlan, by the way, also got a shout out in Obi-Wan.
Yes,
because Obi-Wan's like, Quinlan is here.
Yeah.
And we don't know his fate. I guess presumably he could still be alive.
Yeah, I guess we don't.
Yeah.
Because Quinlan's whole story is he kind of goes bad and then he goes good again.
Right.
That's kind of the whole...
When Ventress...
Yeah. That's the whole point of that like book, basically. Dark Disciple is all about Quinlan and Asajj and their
being tempted
relationship and like him going to the dark side and then coming back to the light side because of her dad.
And her doing the same thing, in opposite.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So...
which is nice for them.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, the mention of Quinlan obviously like grabs her attention.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like, okay, I'm interested now. And then we get some more traditional like orchestral Star Warsy music as they rush off to another transport.
Mm-hmm.
She tries to give him enough credit so he can get away on his own. But before they can board, an Inquisitor finds them. This is, we don't know actually who. I don't.
Yeah. No idea.
One of the brothers, the 12th brother, 15th, I don't know.
Who knows? Whatever.
We don't know how far along in the timeline we are.
Yeah.
So it could be any of them, but one that we've never met before.
Yes.
Also wearing, I think they've established that they want to do cool different helmets for them all as a thing, but this one's helmet is not that cool, unfortunately. So.
Yeah.
But I will say, as far as like combat experience goes, this one's pretty good.
Yeah. I like this whole duel. It was
so they have a cool duel. Asajj ends up on like the losing side a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like she's down and out, but the boy stabs another person. You get another 2 stabbings in this one, right through the chest.
Yeah.
With 2 lightsabers, both Asajj's and his own. And before that happens, though, there's a great moment where the Inquisitor recognizes who she is.
Right.
Which, of course, any active Jedi would probably have who was alive during the Clone Wars.
Yeah, they would know who
she was.
Yeah.
And most of the Inquisitors are former Jedi.
Yes.
Or Force-sensitive people at the time. So, always a great line when you can tell someone you should have stayed dead.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I know that that's like has been said either in Star Wars before or in other media, but like it's a pretty cool line.
It is. Yeah.
And usually the person who says it is about to die.
Yeah. Yeah.
And anyway, she gets saved, rescued. They do the thing that, if we're referencing other Star Wars things, they do the thing from Ahsoka where they do a force push, like assisted jump. Assisted jump.
Yeah. Love those.
So he tries to reach it and she's like, you're not going to make it, and gives him the extra oomph to get there. And then she's able to get on her own because her life is ruined, obviously. Now, here's the question.
Okay.
Why the Empire sees the shuttle? This is just like a commercial shuttle that's leaving. Why did they not just radio up to whatever cruiser that they arrived on and say like, hey, stop that shuttle. We know who's on it.
I don't know if they know they're on it.
Why would they assume they weren't on it? They were literally shooting at them as they were climbing onto it.
Oh, yeah. I don't know then. Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
Yeah. I just feel like that's like, we always...
Yeah. Like, they're away. And it's like, well, yeah, but you have like comms.
Yeah. Like, and also you could probably figure out where they're going pretty easily.
True.
Right? Like, all these people bought passage to this specific place. That where they left from isn't destroyed, so you could just ask the people that they bought the tickets from where are they going. You could probably beat them there before they even get there. So anyway, I think that's like a bit of a plot hole,
right?
If we're pointing out plot holes. But before that, we cut to black though. She says, because he never stops asking, "Who are you? Who are you?" She says, I probably killed several people you know personally, which I feel like is pretty funny.
Right. And she's so blunt about it.
Yeah. She's like, I was Count Dooku's lead assassin, which is I feel like short selling herself a little bit. Like, I feel like she had a little bit more authority than just lead assassin, but I don't know, maybe not.
Right.
Anyway, and then she says her name is Asajj Ventress, and then we cut to black. Pretty good start. I was off to I was like, okay, this isn't really Underworld, but I'm like, okay, I'm into it.
Yeah.
It doesn't really get much better than that, unfortunately.
No, not really. Okay,
so next we go to episode 2. This is called Friends. a risky opportunity puts Ventress in the crosshairs of the Empire. This one feels like the most like no, I don't know. It just feels like so like maybe not even, because again, I feel like the Bane stuff has more of that.
Yeah.
This has a bounty hunter we know, so that adds a little bit of that.
Right.
But it feels so tangential, like it's just like not relevant really. Like this is a side plot in a story, in a whole show that's basically a side plot.
Yes.
So seems like it's a bit odd choice. But anyway, so we start at a city location. StarWars.com had it as like level 1313 on Coruscant. There's no reason to believe that this is level 1313 on Coruscant. I have like it could easily just be that city from Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Dayu city or whatever.
Yeah.
So unclear. If it is 1313, that's cool. But also, I'd feel like Ventress wouldn't go to.
Why would they go to Coruscant of all places? Yeah. It's that makes me feel more underworldy, because that's where a lot of the underworld shit is.
Okay, so maybe exactly. Okay, so we spend 2 minutes on level 1313, the coolest level in the Star Wars universe from Coruscant, and we don't even acknowledge that that's what it is.
Yeah.
Or spend any time there really.
Kind of wild.
Yeah, it seems like a missed opportunity. So, anyway, they land their shuttle, and the boy, who we'll later find out is named Lyko, has concerns over Asajj's past. She's like, well, now that you've told me who you are, I've got second opinions about whether I should be spending as much time with you. And Asajj believes that they're better off helping each other, which is a very mature approach. And we get this line, Lyko says, why should I trust you? Her answer is because I saved your life, which I feel like is a pretty good answer.
Yeah.
It sets up the end of the episode where she says that I trust you.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what the point of this episode is, to build trust, establish trust. But his response to because I saved your life, he's like, well, I saved your life too. So it's like, maybe you're only doing that out of obligation, out of a life debt.
Right.
You know, I don't know, something like that. She says she's no longer looking to kill Jedi, but I like how she said, but I will make an exception for you if you keep annoying me.
I love her sassy ways.
Yeah, she's pretty sassy, but that's a good one. That's a sick burn. And then she admits that she's like, I'm looking for Quinlan, but she won't say why, which is like, then why would you even say that then? So yeah, and again, this is interesting. Like that one line is like one of the most interesting parts of this episode. It's like, okay, you want to reconnect with Quinlan. Why?
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Yeah, right.
And then nothing. We don't get anything else on that. Anyway, they're interrupted in their conversation by a bar brawl that spills out onto the street. Pretty cool. This, by the way, in terms of like what looks good, this looked really good. Featuring the bounty hunter from the Clone Wars that we've met before, Latz Razzie.
Right.
Latz Razzie. She's kind of like purple.
Yeah, purple with like red hair.
Yeah. And she's got, her main weapon is a boa, a grapple boa. That's what it says on StarWars.com.
A grapple boa? Isn't it like a whip?
Yeah, no, but she wears it like a boa. So that's what.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
She wears it like a boa.
Yeah, she like wears it like a little scarf.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, that's what they. Anyway, I don't really remember those episodes of Clone Wars. I know you watched these more recently than I have, but like, do you recall? It's the one that with Boba Fett as like a teenager.
Yeah, I don't know. There's so many of those kind of episodes that they all double cross each other, and I just feel like she wasn't a super big character.
Yeah, I mean, probably wasn't. Yeah, I mean, because when they were doing that episode, it was like it's more about Boba Fett and like some of the other like
and like Ayla
recognizable
Secura and Bosk and like they're kind of the bigger players,
right?
In that,
and the guy with the big hat.
And Bo.
Yeah. So, and there's one other one that I'm forgetting. The guy who looks like a mummy.
Dengar.
Yeah. Yes. Good pull. He does look like a mummy though.
Yeah, he does kind of.
So yeah, she's there too. I guess that was the first time we met her. She appears in several episodes of the Clone Wars. But largely speaking, not that memorable. But here she is with a assassin droid that like speaks Huttese.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
It's very cool.
Because I think
makes sense, like your own little protocol droid.
Yeah, pretty badass
assassin.
One too. By the way, like you can like run like on 4 legs and like can do that thing that the IG-11 thing can do where it spins around and shoots everyone.
Oh, like can spin backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which makes sense.
Yeah, all assassin droids should be able to do that.
Yeah.
And also it makes some sense because last time we see her, according to what I read, she was doing work for the Hutts. So maybe she got that as like payment or something.
Makes sense, yeah.
Anyway, so we meet Lat again, Lats. And it's fine. There's this big brawl. There's a moment where at the end she like stands and looks like she's about to get killed by like the 4-armed or 6-armed guy with swords.
Yeah.
And then Asajj saves her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, well, I just want to see what you would do. But I'm like, are you really, you were going to risk your life for that?
Yeah, or
because the droid was late. Like the droid did shoot him, but he was late. If the guy had an opportunity to kill him, like, and Asajj didn't step in, she was dead.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Or maybe she would have reacted.
She just knew. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Anyway. Cool to see.
I could have handled it, but I wanted to see if you would.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. It's a test. Also, like, how did she know that Asajj was there? Maybe she sent a message.
Maybe.
Just seems like it's a thing that cool bounty hunter would do.
Yeah.
But in practice seems a little seems a little risky.
A little risky, yeah.
So really cool bar ball. Lats has heard of the path.
Mm-hmm.
So Asajj says that she's looking to kill some Jedi. That's her like cover story.
Right.
Which gets like the boy is like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Like, are you maybe you lying to me? Mm-hmm. Maybe you are looking to kill Jedi. But again, as she said, if you wanted you dead, you would be already, which obviously he would be. So they agree to help Lats with a job in exchange for information on the path. Classic Star Wars deal. The plan is to steal an Imperial shield relay unit. This reminds me of like the Star Path unit.
Yes.
For an insurgent group. Saw, perhaps? I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised.
This early on, there's not a lot of insurgent groups running. I mean, actually, we don't know where the timeline this is, so it probably Saw. I like to imagine that it's Saw.
Yeah, as do I.
And he said they're willing to pay a lot for it. That sounds like Saw would be willing to pay for that. And then they say that there's a mention that there's a shipyard on Kasaro. Kasaro is a new planet, where they're building a quote new starship, which is we'll find out later the ISD-1. Which is interesting because at the end of Bad Batch, which is prior to this stuff, according to Star Wars.com, we see the first ISD-1 in the final episode of that show. Tarkin arrives at Mount Tantus with a Imperial Star Destroyer. Oh. So it's possible he got the first off the line.
Imperial Star Destroyer. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I just didn't know.
Sorry, that's the lingo that all the ship people say. That's my bad. That's my bad. I should explain. Yeah. So there's
it's like the main ship, everybody.
Yeah. The main starship. The Imperial Star Destroyer. Yeah, the first, technically the second ship you see ever on screen is.
Well, yeah, because they're using technically right now they're still using all the Old Republic Venator stuff. Yeah. So
except for Tarkin, obviously, again, who prior to this is already on a ISD. Yeah. There is, by the way, two types. Technically a third later when it becomes the First Order, but that's a different one. But there's ISD-1 and ISD-2. It's a different style, slightly. Most of the time, I think they've only have, it seems like, because it's something that the ship people complain about online, they only have a modern model of the ISD-1. So sometimes they use it in places where it's not supposed to be.
I see.
It annoys people.
I would never catch that. So
I think the difference is like the shield bulbs. Like I think on the ISD-2, they're either located in slightly different places or there's only one instead of two.
Oh, okay.
And which is appropriate because the thing that they're stealing, this, what's it called? Shield relay unit.
Right.
Is from the shield bulb of an Imperial Star Destroyer. That big round thing that sits next to the bridge. Are you looking up an ISD-2?
Yeah. I need to look it up now. I don't know. It looks the same.
What? Let me see. Well, you should look up a comparison so you can.
I was trying, and then my phone was not doing it.
Anyway,
it's longer.
It's longer.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty much it's very similar.
Yeah.
It's close enough that most people wouldn't notice, which is probably why they just use the one model for most things.
Yeah, that makes sense. But
anyway, so yeah, it's cool to see this like map they have. It's got this assembly line situation. There's a Venator watching over everything, and they've got a plan. And Lyko, who was reminded earlier to not act like a Jedi,
right,
and it chimes in with, "Oh yeah, you're gonna want to watch out for those quad range sensors on that Venator. You're gonna want to come in low and scramble your signal." And then Latz pulls him aside later and is like, "Listen, there's only two people in the world that would know.
Yeah,
a Jedi and a clone, and you're not a clone.
Yeah."
So,
you're dumb.
Yeah. You be dumb. And so she's like,
but what? There's nobody else that works on those ships?
No.
Other than Jedis and clones?
Well, I mean, unless you worked on the assembly line or something.
There's like regular dudes that work on like.
Yeah, but he's a kid.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. You're right. No reason for a kid to be there.
Anyway, so yeah.
Fair.
Latz basically tells him that he can't trust Asajj. She's trying to like spin this web of distrust and is willing to help him get to the path if he's willing to help her out, which he already said he was going to do. So, whatever. She just wants to like play both sides.
Yeah.
And you got to give him credit, though. He does tell Asajj about it. He's like, hey, she's on to me.
Yeah. She knows.
And her advice, by the way, to that is if they try anything, kill them.
Yeah.
Which is great. Again, short
great
and to
advice.
the point. Yeah. So we then cut to Cassaro. They follow the plan that they'd already laid out. We see them land, and they're indeed building Imperial Star Destroyers. Pretty cool looking. Everything going on here. I like the look of everything here. You see the shield bulbs transporting around. It kind of looks like the shuttle launch site in Houston, where they like launch ships into space in the real world.
In the real world.
Because like they transport like, the shuttle on those like big crawlers. And
right.
Yeah. So it's kind of like that. It's a cool touch. And so they're transporting these shield bulbs, and they sabotage one of the transports so that they can buy time so Lyko can get inside the bulb, steal the unit, and they can escape. If all things go as planned, which of course they don't. The droid is spotted. And then so is Asajj, by the way, like immediately. And then we get a bunch of cool trooper kills. The droids murdering troopers left and right. So is Asajj. Pretty cool stuff. My favorite moment is when it looks like the bulb is going to crush that guy.
Yeah.
Like, no. That was close. And then he gets instantly killed right after that. That's great stuff.
Yeah. Great Star Wars humor.
And then, not to be confusing, but when shit goes off the rails, she calls to Latz when Latz are being flown in the air.
Oh,
because there's also LAATs, not to be confused with Latz LATTS.
Yeah,
that's the assassin. The light armored aerial transports, which of course we know from Clone Wars, are also called Latz LAAT. So. Yeah, I thought she was yelling out that there was like LATs inbound.
Yeah.
But no, she was calling for her friend.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I did not pick up on the ship thing, so. Did
you enjoy the subplot here about how Asajj has no friends, and this is like something that Lyko's like making fun of her about?
Yeah. Yeah, like even your friends don't give a shit about you. Like, but that is the whole like bounty hunter way and underworld way. It's like nobody's friends. Like
also the Western thing. It's like I can't afford friends because when I do they get killed.
Yeah. There's just like there's no real alliances because everybody is so self-serving.
So the shit hits the fan. They're trying to escape. The method that they try to use to escape is to roll the shield bulb.
The ball.
And they're like going around the inside. I think it's a cool idea for a set piece. I actually do think
neat.
It looks cool. Meanwhile, the droid is murdering everybody, gets up onto the ship. Latz comes in. Well, the droid takes out some Latz, if you follow me. And then once Lyko loses the unit that they're after, she betrays them immediately.
Yeah. She's like, well, you're with more anyway, so you're mine now. Yeah.
Right. So they capture, it's pretty quick in a series of events. They capture Lyko and then try to kill Asajj. She jumps off the ship, then back onto the ship like almost immediately.
Right.
And sneaks in, cuts the droid in half. It's a pretty cool moment where it like it's got like a flamethrower moment. It's like tries to flamethrower her. She cuts its like arm off and then its body in half, and it's still like crawling around.
Yeah, very scary.
Yeah, very like Terminator. Esque in that way. By the way, on the Terminator front, there's an anime show on a Netflix called Terminator Zero.
Oh.
It's a Terminator story set in Japan, and it is really brutal and super scary and super cool.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It makes Terminators scary again.
Like, you know what I watched and I liked? Devil May Cry.
Oh, really?
I liked it. Yeah. The animated one or whatever. I liked it. I've never played the games, but
is it by the Netflix anime studio that like does Castlevania and stuff, or is it different?
I have no clue.
Okay.
But I enjoyed it.
You should watch Castlevania.
I like the aura about that character. I thought he was fun.
I don't know anything about DMC.
He's very like snarky and sassy and like
that's why
jokey and funny. And,
you should watch. I mean, that's a pretty tropey thing, but like you should watch Castlevania.
Okay.
There's 2 series on Netflix, and that like the main character is usually like all the supporting characters are very dour and sad.
Yeah,
but then the Belmont main character is usually like a more fun character that like keeps everything together. And it's like cool, like gory vampires and stuff.
This is like gory too. Yeah, it was good though.
Okay, so anyway, they make a deal with Lat. So I'll let you live if you give me the information we want.
Right.
This deal keeps getting worse all the time.
Yeah.
And then Lyko says at the end they get dropped off, and Lyko's like looking over the intel, and Asajj is like, "What are you going to tell me?" And he's like, "Yes, because I trust you."
Yeah.
Which is like, oh, that's nice.
Very sweet.
And obviously he's the only one who can verify that because he's the only one who actually has heard of the path before.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on the second episode?
Yeah, no, it was definitely. It had some very good moments and good action moments and everything, but yeah, it did just kind of feel
just like in and out.
Yeah. Just quick.
Yeah. We got some intel.
Bringing in some characters we have seen before of like, oh, hey, that person. But
by the way, this is directed by Stuart Lee, written by Dave Filoni and Matt Michnovetz. A bunch of different directors for these.
I still don't understand how you direct an animated thing, but
pretty similarly how you direct a live action thing. It's just you're telling like artists with computers what to do instead of actors.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess there are still voice actors that you kind of have to tell them how to
too. Yeah,
convey things, but it just seems different because you're not.
Yeah, no,
scenes aren't happening in front of you; they happen like after. You know what I mean?
But sometimes they do when they're doing like motion capture and stuff. So.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So it's about like getting your vision for what you want of the episode onto screen. That's the idea. Okay, so episode 3. Directed by Nathaniel Villanueva, who I feel like has directed many things in Star Wars before, but I feel like also did more than a few episodes of Bad Batch that we liked. Written by Dave Filoni and Matt Michnovetz. Okay, this is titled One Warrior to Another. Ventress finds herself in the middle of a local dispute on a backwater planet. This episode I feel like is fine.
Yeah.
It just feel like all the things that happen here we've done them before, and the only thing that's interesting is her like connection to this grandfather character,
right? Yeah,
and his kind of like mini arc that he goes on here. That's it.
Yeah,
that is literally it. We don't even get to see which Jedi or who's helping the Jedi on the path in this.
No, I know.
This episode, we just see his ship, and that's it.
I know. It's like that little tease. It's like we don't actually get to see any of the path, which we kind of want to see. We haven't been able to yet. So
anyway, another unknown planet. Asajj and Lyko are riding on a camel-like beast. I'm sure it has a name, but I don't know. It's a camel from now on.
Yeah.
And they're out of water. They arrive at a small farm/homestead. They use the term homestead in the show, which that's how you know you're in a Western themed something.
Right.
Outside, they have a bunch of old B-1 battle droids like set up like scarecrows to like scare people off.
Right.
I think it's a cool
I like
visual.
What did she say about it? She's like, about as useful as they always were.
They seem as effective as always.
As always. Yeah, I like
Which is funny because they were on her side most of the time. And it's like, man, these suck so much.
Yeah. It's like, fuck these.
And one of them doesn't even have a real like blaster. It's literally just a cardboard cutout.
Yeah, I love that.
I guess they don't have power, so they can't like turn them on.
Yeah.
Because couldn't they get them to like help them with the farming and stuff? Theoretically,
yeah, like we have seen people rework them in the past, but I do feel like it's like you need like a computer system to do it too.
Yeah,
right?
probably.
But yeah.
Be like, go pick those crops. Roger, Roger.
Yeah.
And they make some sort of quippy thing that like,
did we win the war?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. The thing about season 1 clones, or sorry, B1s, is that they make the quips that they make are like the quips that the animals in Flintstones make. They're like, oh brother, it's a living, like that kind of stuff is like that's like what the B1s are saying. It's like, so it's like, man, it's grating. I will repeat it over and over and over again. Anyway, they knock on the door. They immediately get shot at by whoever's behind it. Turns out it's a small girl and her grandfather who's in a wheelchair. Yeah. Who recognizes Asajj, but she doesn't really pick up on it right away. And the guy who plays the grandfather is played by Tony Amendola. Mm-hmm. And Tony Amendola, if you played the Star Wars Jedi Survivor games, would be familiar to you because he is Master Cordova.
Oh, okay.
I mean, and now that I realize his name is Amendola, I feel like that's a direct call to his name. He plays Master Cordova in that. He does a lot of voice acting. Yeah.
Because he's the one that like talks to you a lot, right? In that first game?
Yes. Yeah. He's like leaving clues and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He's in a lot of stuff. Yeah. Eno Cordova. He's in Law and Order, World of Warcraft.
It's like everybody's
Rebel
been in Law and Order.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's how you know how you make it. Yeah.
Yeah. Either Law and Order or what's the other one? CSI.
Yeah, he's also in 911.
Okay.
The Jawas repurposed the B1 to a decent degree. Yeah, I mean the Jawas can repurpose anything technically. Yeah. They tried to repurpose Mando's ship, and then they had to rebuild it all. Yeah. And then it got blown up anyway. That's a shame. But now I think it's implied that he has that same ship back in the movie.
Oh, really?
Which, if true, is real dumb, and makes me like not the Razor Crest.
The Razor Crest, it literally exploded.
It exploded into infinite bits.
Yeah, unless he gets a new one. I mean,
in theory, there's not just one of that unique ship.
Yeah, there's usually, it's a design of ship, but
so yeah. On one hand, I respect the balls on them to blow up that ship.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was
on the other
something
hand,
I never thought I'd see. So.
On the other hand, it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like bummer.
How about commit to killing a character instead of a ship? and then I guess like it's no worse or better than bringing a ship back from the dead. But like, we're going to introduce the cool N1 Starfighter design. That's a cool idea. Yeah. But it doesn't work because how are you a bounty hunter if you only have a single seat? Yeah. So that kind of stuff. Work. It's like they had to like work their way back, and they're like, oh well, now if he's going to be a bounty hunter again or whatever he's going to be, he needs the Razor Crest again. Yeah. But it's like all that stuff is dumb. Yeah. Just like don't do that and commit to like real character storytelling, and then you don't have to worry about these like ship stuff. Yeah. Because you can have 2 ships. You're allowed to have more than one. It's like having 2 cars.
That is true. Yeah. Just get a new one.
Yeah.
Slightly different. Nicer interior.
It's just like the one we had.
Upgraded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with less netting on the inside or whatever. I don't know. So, and that was from Arden Athena, by the way, who made that comment about the Jawa. Always appreciate people chiming in with thoughts in the chat when we're recording live, which is most of the time we record. But I can't tell you which day because it's always a different day. Today, it's a Tuesday. Sometimes it's Wednesdays. Depends on when the shows are dropping.
Yeah. Depends on our lives.
Yeah. The days of our lives, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so we meet the grandfather. Despite not having much water, he offers them water because, again, he's like, you're not a stranger to me. Mm-hmm. He hints again that he knows her from an earlier time in his life before he was a farmer. And we hear the leitmotif of the Separatist theme on Woodwind here, which is, by the way, one of my favorite all-time tracks from Star Wars. The ba ba da bum bum. Yeah, it's so cool. So, it's people like sometimes think about it as like the Order 66 theme. It's different. Yeah, but it's if you play a lot of Battlefront 2, which I know is blowing up right now. you hear it a lot. It's like the Separatist theme. It's great. And so he plays it here, and you're like, oh, he's a Separatist, which is cool. I like when we run into Separatists after the war, but again, we're just not getting enough time with these characters for it to really matter.
No,
so
that's true.
He talks about how he knows who she is. He's like, I think, I could be wrong, but I very much doubt it. Right? She's like, you stood in the shadow of Dooku, and we're better off for it. And he calls her Lady Ventress.
Yeah.
So, which is why I feel like if he calls her Lady Ventress, that calling herself the first assassin is kind of like short selling or something.
Yeah.
But maybe she does like to think of herself as like a big deal in the Separatist army. So
yeah. I like it too, because I always like when Maul calls Ahsoka Lady Tano too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, yeah. I mean, would how would you like it if someone called you Lady
Wilkinson? Lady Rachel? I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be odd. But what I didn't like was being in America and getting called ma'am, because I'm like, don't call me ma'am.
That's my mother's name.
I am not a ma'am. Please. You're making me feel old.
Well, we are all getting old.
Just, don't ma'am me.
Yeah. Excuse me, ma'am. Don't call me ma'am.
Young 19-year-old server. I hated it.
Well,
but I get it. I was in the South, so.
That's not the South.
I was in Arizona.
Yes, but no one in Arizona, no one who's from the South would ever call Arizona the South. They wouldn't.
Is it not South?
No, it's different. The South, like capital
Is that only
S.
Texas?
No, it's like the
New Mexico and Texas.
It's like Texas and
Georgia, Florida.
South Carolina.
Arizona's right there.
Yeah,
Fine.
I mean it is, but it's not considered the South.
Fine.
Okay, I'm just saying.
They sounded like it.
Like the Confederate South is like what they mean when they're talking about that.
Sure
and like, I'm pretty sure Arizona wasn't even a state.
Oh, well, okay, fine.
Or at least barely. So where was I?
Lady Ventress.
Oh yeah. So yeah, she introduces herself, or he's like, I reveals that he knows who she is, and he's upset that they lost the war. He says like, bummer about the war.
Yeah.
Wish we had more like you and less like those droids. Which again, I'm all for. The Southwest, exactly.
Southwest.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Different. Slightly.
Yeah, I mean,
just more west.
Yeah, it's South, but also west, but not the South. Right?
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
To me, it's South.
That's like saying we live in the tundra.
We do.
We don't live in the tundra. We're not. We don't. The tundra's further north. Yeah, it's not the tundra.
Same.
It's literally not. Words have meanings,
like
Rachel.
The Arctic?
No, the tundra has a specific. I mean, the tundra is a specific type of place.
Yeah.
And we don't live there.
Isn't it like a cold desert?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. The tundra is like permafrost.
Right.
Yeah.
We're pretty close.
No, it's the ground is not frosted now.
If somebody from Texas was like, "You're from the tundra," I'd be like, "Yeah."
Yeah, but
close.
That's because it's fun to mess with Americans who don't know anything about Canada. That's different.
I would just be like, "No, you're right. Close enough. I'll take it."
Yeah, and I live in an igloo, and that's where we're broadcasting live from igloos right now.
Our sled dogs are outside.
I wish I had sled dogs, actually.
Yeah.
But no,
good boys.
Winston's a good boy. He would be a bad sled
dog. He could pull a sled, like a children's sled.
Oh, that'd be so cute.
We can do that this winter. My son and your son. Your dog's son and my human son.
Yeah, well, like a boy.
Yeah.
Okay. And we need to pick up the pace here.
Yeah.
So he says he wished he had more like you and less like the droids. Is he saying like more like Force users, I guess?
Yeah, probably more talented people.
Actual soldiers, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, technically the Republic won the war and the Jedi were a big factor in that.
Yeah.
So helpful if you have the Jedi on your side. But again, all for slagging off droids as much as possible. But again, the line here that's interesting, if we're picking on anything that's interesting, is turns out our side was right, the Separatists. Yeah, kind of. But as she points out, they were both wrong.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But if they were, one of them was more right, it was the Separatists.
That's true. Unfortunately.
Yeah. But again, it was all kind of like manufactured. So it's like, it's so meaningless to even say that, ultimately. And that's kind of Asajj's perspective, which is like fighting the war at all was a mistake.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
So Lyko asked for help finding Cypher Canyon, which is where the path is. Hard to find, apparently. Not on any maps. So they're happy to be far from the Empire at this homestead, but it's still not safe because it turns out the canyon has raiders, and this is how he ended up in a wheelchair.
Right.
So the canyon that they're looking for is close to the spring, the water spring, but they've had problems getting water because of these raiders. They make a deal to help the It's all about making deals, this whole 3-part episodes. Yeah. So they make a deal to help the grandfather, the granddaughter collect water in exchange for them taking them to the canyon. He's like, please help me one warrior to another. And she's like, oh my God, let me roll your eyes. You can't even stand. So they head out to the water spring on a rickety speeder with jerry cans on the side. I don't know what the Star Wars equivalent of space jerry cans is, but that's what they've got. They fill the water, but the speeder breaks down. It's pretty funny, actually. It's and the noise draws the attention of the quote unquote raiders. There's this speeder chase through the canyon. Turns out the raiders are also on these little speeder bike things. There's a lot of them. It's kind of cool.
They're so little.
And they are. Yeah. Turns out they're like little green lizards.
Yeah.
And living on a dry planet, but they need water.
Yes.
Tough living. Anyway, they protect the speeder, but they crash. And Lyco during this realizes what's going on. They just want their water back. We'd been stealing their water. And it turns out that Lyco can, for some reason, speak their language. He says, I am a Jedi. Maybe he took that instead of Shewick or whatever at the Jedi Academy. So they strike some sort of deal. We get this classic Jediism. Sometimes you need to just listen. That's what she's like. That's what my master would have done. So, okay. We don't know who your master was. That would have been a nice touch also to know that. Always like to know the Jedi lineage. Anyway, they return to the homestead. Again, we hear the leitmotif for the Separatist theme. And the grandfather assumes that Asajj and Lyco betrayed them. And he says that he can't trust them because it's war, which I do like his line reading. It's war. And he's like, no, it's not. You're literally fighting with your neighbor. He's just like a shell-shocked PTSD grandpa. Where he's like, it's like, ruining his granddaughter's life. Let it go. Yeah. Let go of the war. Sick mustache, though. Yeah. So she's basically like, you gotta let it go. Yeah. It's not helping you. You've been fighting so long, you know no other way. Yeah. Which is a theme that we've definitely touched on in Star Wars before. Absolutely, yeah. Well, the Jedi bring it up all the time. The clones bring it up. It's a running theme. Right. I feel like that was the whole thing with Cut. Was part of the thing with Cut. Yeah. Anyway, so it takes some convincing, but he lowers his blaster. It's a nice moment. He hands it over and he says, it's hard to let go. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. We all understand, Mr. Old Man. And anyway, they strike a deal, I guess, off screen. And then we catch up with Lyco and Asajj later, and they're like joking about how, that wasn't nice how that all worked out. She's like, but maybe they'll start fighting each other next cycle. Yeah. He's like, or maybe they won't, and we'll be best friends. Like you said that we were. Yeah. So cute. And he's like, well, that's what you said. And she's like, I was just negotiating. Anyway, they are being led to the canyon, whatever that they need to go to, by one of the blue aliens. Was it Cypher Canyon? Something like that. Reminds me of Cypher Diaz. Yeah. Anyway, they are led into a gap in the cliffs. They find a ship waiting with several people. Wow, it's the path. Everything we've been looking for. Don't get to see it. We don't get to see it. Lyco is excited, heads down. Big secret. But Asajj can't go with him, despite the mention of Quinlan. She's like, I want to, but I cannot. This is your path. Yeah. You're a good Jedi. You deserve this. It's a nice thing to say to somebody. She says, may the Force be with you, which is always nice. She returns to her camel, starts to leave, and we see the ship leave overhead. She gives a little smirk like, good for him. Yeah. And then, but surprise, Lyco came back. Yeah. They say, I'd rather hang out with you. If you let someone go and they come back, then it's meant to be. Now they're just a ragtag duo. Yeah. She's got another kid to take care of. Oh my God. Yeah. But I guess if she just wants to lay low and live a peaceful life and he's cool with that too, then maybe that's not so hard. Maybe they're just going to low-key help people find the path too. That's probably not going to happen. I don't know. I mean, again, it's funny that every time we deal with Asajj, it's like, we're gonna leave the door open to tell more stories. You never know.
Yeah, right. With her,
we could catch up because
still alive.
She's still alive. She could still be. Is she alive still? Like, we don't know her second death, right?
No.
I was wrong about her dying twice, but she probably will die a second time.
Well, yeah, most people have to die at some point.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Not the Night Sisters. They can seemingly live for a very long time.
Yeah, they just have to be put in their weird pools and
and get like magicked and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Creepy.
Maybe she'll find her way to
the witchy afterlife.
No, Peridia.
Peridia? That'd be cool.
Yeah, well, that would be cool. Maybe she
really
saved. Cool. Would it be crazy if she appeared in live action and saves Ahsoka?
That'd be wild.
Wow. Whoa. Probably not, though. Probably not. It'd be wild to bring another character from animation into the show that no one's ever heard of before as like a major cool, character.
Though. Yeah.
It's cool for everyone who's watched the cartoons as Tony Gurley likes to say, the cartoon.
The cartoon.
But for everyone else, it's like, what? Who is this? Why is this happening? I don't understand. So I feel for those people. I do feel for them.
Go watch it. It's good stuff.
It's like, go do your homework.
Yeah, go watch it. It's great.
Anyway, she says, I wish you were on that ship, which is hilarious. And he figures he'd be better off with her. She cracks a smile as they ride off into the sunset, kind of like Obi-Wan does at the end of his show.
Yeah.
Also on a camel-like thing.
Camel thing.
Yeah. I wonder what happens to Lyko. Maybe we'll see. Maybe, I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. Guess we shall see.
Yeah. I think that's it. That's all that there is to mention.
Maybe they both get hunted and murdered by Inquisitors. Or Vader.
It's
what happens to a lot of these.
It's all possible.
These guys.
Most of the time when you're like, wow, this Jedi's lived a long time. I wonder what happened to them. It's like, oh yeah, Vader eventually caught up to them.
Yeah,
and murdered
usually.
them.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, Vader got him. Okay.
That even happens in Jedi Survivor. It's like, there's this great moment. You're like, hey, there's this character that you've been following for this. Oh, Vader caught up to them, and
is that Seer?
Well, I don't want to say on the show. You had spoilers for.
Oh yeah, game. I don't know. I can't remember.
But
that game's been out for so long.
Okay, yeah, it's Seer. Seer, yeah. You play as Seer, you fight Vader, and you lose.
Yeah.
Which is not that surprising, I suppose.
Well, yeah.
On Jedi, which is a cool kind of touch.
Yeah.
Okay, apologies if anyone wanted to play that game, and
we say this show is full spoilers.
We didn't this time.
Whatever. Full spoilers for everything always.
Okay, so we're on to the next arc. This one shouldn't take as long. There's not as many connections to the past. Even though Darth Bane, Cad Bane appears in a bunch of stuff, including Book of Boba Fett, etc.
I hate that they give him a different name in this.
Oh, really? Why?
I don't like it.
You don't like that you don't think they handled it a little bit better than the Han Solo situation?
No, it's just like I don't like it. Colby? His name's Colby.
Yeah, at least it starts with a C.
No, it's not good.
Yeah, just a little kid. A little kid named Cad Bane also is lame. So that's, I don't know.
It's just like his name could have been Cad, and then he just added the Bane on the end.
True.
But like Colby, that's just like I hate when the names are too normal.
You don't like that it's like a millennial name?
Yeah, like I grew up with a guy named regular white dude named Colby. It's a white
Most
dude
people
name.
named Colby are regular white dudes.
That's what I mean. I'm just like, it's weird. I hate it. Don't like it.
To be honest, that didn't bother me.
Yeah, I was just like, ugh.
It just made it confusing to keep up with who's who. That was because they look the same, just slightly different shades of blue.
They're different colors completely.
One is blue, the other one's also
green.
blue. It's a shade of blue. It's like a turquoise.
They looked completely different to me.
They look completely different to you?
Yes.
Completely different to you?
Yes.
Completely.
Colby and Bilk or whatever his name is? The two.
It's not Bilk.
Blick?
No, it's
Bick?
No.
What's his name?
Oh my God. It is Bilk. But doesn't he also get a different name later?
I don't remember.
Or he goes by his last name.
I'm pulling up a photo.
Nero. They call him Nero.
Sorry.
Yeah, but they do but Bilk and Colby is their but maybe this is like their given names. Then they take later their own names. Like no. Bilk is different. Nero is the character. This is
always the fight with men and women about color and how women see.
I see that they're different color. I can see that they're different color. I can see that.
And green.
Everyone
they're blue and green.
Yeah, that's not flashing your phone on is not going to prove anything. I know that they're different colors. I get that.
You said they were barely different, but they're hard to differentiate.
They're slightly different shade of blue.
No.
So anyway,
one is blue and one is green.
Yeah, they have the exact same color eyes too.
Blue, because green is its own color.
Whatever. they look exactly the same.
Colors.
They're just different colors. Anyway,
speciesist over here.
I mean, it's not my fault. Okay, in Star Wars, the species, if you are a Rhodian, it's you just come in a variety of different colors, but you look exactly identical to your.
Well, yeah, their features.
And stuff. So like, come on,
I get it.
Come on. The Twi'leks, they all have their different colors,
and they have different tattooy looking.
Yeah, that's
things.
true. No, and they also look like regular people, so they have different facial features.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fair. That one doesn't really work, but the Geonosians, though.
Yeah, Geonosians.
They all look identical.
Quarren.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The calamari.
Even the Mon Calamari.
They
just like this have different colors and spots.
Yeah.
So it's like you're really down to like different shades of colors to tell people apart. And sometimes if like you don't recognize that, associate the darker blue with Cad Bane immediately in your head, then it's hard to tell. And as they're kids, maybe they grow. Maybe their colors change as they grow. We don't know how Duros work.
I feel like he sounded exactly like Cad Bane as a child too. So there's that.
Okay, no, he doesn't sound anything like Cad Bane as a child until he becomes a teenager.
Oh, maybe it's when he's a teenager. Okay, yeah, you're right.
It's so weird to me. I actually thought that
your voice changes.
I thought yes, I get that, but he also gets a new accent, unless it's an affectation, which I would be willing to believe that Cad Bane puts on that like
because he kind of takes on that other guy's persona with the hat and the chewing on the thing. Like he very much like takes that on, right?
That's true.
You're kind of seeing like where he learns
he gets his whole vibe.
Cadence and his vibe. Yeah, exactly.
He's just a better shot than Laszlo, which and a better name than Laszlo, by the way. Laszlo is also not a great like
I like that name better.
bad guy name. Laszlo.
Yeah, maybe.
Come on, sounds like it's a nerd name. Laszlo, in my opinion.
Isn't that the name of one of the vampires in that show?
What show?
What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Laszlo.
It's good.
Yeah. What We Do in the Shadows is every single joke lands for me in that show.
Yeah,
I literally have to rewind and be like, I missed another one.
So funny.
There's another funny joke in there that I missed. Who's your favorite vampire?
I don't know. I think they're all really funny. It's so hard because they're all so good. But yeah,
what's her name? The lady one is like I think she's probably maybe the funniest one, just because like her line reads are so hilarious.
Yeah.
And she like when she tells people to shut the fuck up, it's like it's so funny.
But they're all just so good. Like I also just love Guillermo, so he's
and his like eye roll. I don't really love Guillermo, but he does play a crucial role on the show.
Yeah,
he's like there's a really funny bit in the last season where he's like, they don't know what an Airbnb is, and I don't know how to explain it to them. So I'm just not even going to try.
Amazing.
Okay, so. We start. Did I skip too far ahead? Yeah, I did. We start on. No, I went super far. Yeah, here we go.
There you go.
It's called The Good Life, episode 4. Two young friends get caught up in a gangster's scheme.
Right.
Directed by Saul Ruiz, written by Dave Filoni and Matt Michnovitz. So we start on an unknown planet. I don't think it's Duro.
No,
I do not think
so.
Because I looked up Duro. And apparently it's like mostly in a like abandoned planet because it's like became like too used up. So yeah, and we're dealing with a bunch of Duros. These are the this is the species that Cad Bane is.
Yes.
It's a blue alien with red eyes. Very scary, but they're mostly good guys actually. So they like to like when we see them in lore.
Yeah.
And they've got like weird fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like their big that and the red eyes is big.
Yeah.
I don't think the first. I think that we've seen the very first one we see is in the cantina in A New Hope.
Oh, okay,
but Cad Bane live action didn't look great, is my opinion.
Yeah, he could have looked better.
It's just another one. Like, guys, just spend the money to make this look cool. Everyone wants this to be cool.
It is just so hard when it's like you're going from animation to live action to like really.
Okay, then animate it.
Yeah, sure.
We have the technology.
Yeah, we do. That's true.
I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like the expectations I feel like are so high. And like in terms of animation, like you don't actually have to worry about.
His mouth didn't move barely.
I know. I just saying like in animation, I think a lot of times it has to do with like proportions.
Yeah.
And like you don't really
Like
have to
Dooku's
follow.
face doesn't really translate.
Yeah, like you don't really have to follow the same sort of proportions and animations that you do in real life.
Right, I get that.
Because in real life it's gonna look fucking weird.
Right, but okay, but like you also could make it look cool.
You're
That's
right.
the
you're
I'm
right.
like, I get that you want to make it look similar. You give him the hat, like it would look fine. Just make it so his mouth can move.
Yeah.
And like he doesn't like look like he's wearing like a cheap costume.
Yeah. I totally get it. It's like it was when I saw. I was like, Arden quite look good enough.
Arden points out it was kind of a letdown.
Yeah,
it was because it's like this is supposed to, and then it's like it's also maybe his last appearance. Like, is he dead? We don't know. And it's like, this is how you want to go out like this. Like again, just do it CG if you can't.
Your
figure
face
out
looking
how to do
all
it.
flat.
Yeah. His nose is like huge and like weird looking. Anyway, we're gonna talk about animated Duros. So what is it, Winnie? It's okay.
Just growling at nothing.
I know I know what you want. You want to go out, but we'll go soon. Okay, so it's not on Duro, it's some other planet. It's got they established like one block of streets.
Right.
To like set us like, because we come back to the same place over and over again. Mm-hmm. It's got like an overhead, kind of like got like a Brooklyn. Is it Brooklyn that has like the overhead? I don't know. I've never been to New York, but it like the part of New York that has like the overhead, and like Chicago.
Oh, like the trains
that has the overhead trains.
Yeah.
So they have to have this like street above the street.
Yeah.
And so it's like it has this established location.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's two kids. Colby and it's either Bilk, but I'm pretty sure it's Nero.
It is Nero, yeah.
And they are little street rats. And by street rat, these are like homeless kids.
Yeah.
So they're like going through garbage cans, just being like a nuisance. No one to raise them. There's a brief news report of violent crimes as rival gangs fight it out. This is the most underworldy it gets, basically.
Yeah.
They see someone get thrown out of a backroom gambling den and get spotted by a Duro in a familiar hat.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like, ooh, who's this guy? Oh, the Bronx. Thank you.
The Bronx.
Yeah. Okay. Again, never been to New York. Not my. But it seems like I would like it though. It seems like cool. It's a cool place. Anyway, the next day they're rummaging through garbage cans. They spot a droid and they like do that like a pit-pocket like maneuver team up. It's kind of a cool thing where they like
they're like sorting
things
food,
out. Yeah, and then they end up with all of it. And the droid's like, oh no. It's a good like 3PO like impression there. And they want crunchies, which I guess is just like candy.
Yeah.
And then so this Duro in a hat is also watching them pull off this scam. And he's like, ooh, they've got potential, basically, is what we're supposed to take away there. In a back alley, they enjoy the spoils of their like little droid scheme. And that Duro comes back. This is Laszlo. And approaches them. He offers them some money. It's not clear how much. I think it seems like barely any money at all. Like $5 maybe. And he says it's an investment. And so that night, they're deciding what to spend the money on. They enter a small shop / bodega. It's like the only shop on the street because it's also the place where the gambling den is. And they are like deciding what they want to get to eat. And then they decide on the crunchies. They get the candy.
Yeah.
But it does look like Mantel mix though.
Yeah.
Which is of course
Mantel mix,
their favorite food.
Maybe
from
they're on
the Bad
Mantel.
Batch.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
See, Mantel mix always to me look like popcorn.
Yeah, and they kind of look like when they put it on the counter, it kind of looks like popcorn, but with like different colors.
Yeah.
Because Mantel mix, I think of Chicago mix.
That's exactly what I think of too. I think of Mantel was like so like sweet and salty.
Man, like
popcorn.
Chicago. By the way, this is nothing against Chicago, but every time there's a Chicago style something, it's mostly a worse version of it, in my opinion. Chicago style pizza, don't like it. Chicago style hot dogs have like long strips of pickles, which
that sounds awesome.
It's like, okay, maybe, I don't know. Sure.
I'm into that.
Chicago mix
popcorn is delicious.
Is not no.
It's so good.
No.
What is wrong with you?
I don't like the mixing it. It's salty or it's sweet, not both. Okay.
See, I think this is like an annoying, like cute thing with Adam and I is that we like the Chicago mix because he likes the sugary ones and I like the cheese ones. So it's like we can like, and I'll eat some of the.
Also,
like,
the cheese
ones.
part is also the grosses me out. I don't like
the best part.
No, and so, but again, the deep dish pizza thing. It's like a casserole. It's like
a casserole.
Yeah. Again, I apologize to anyone who's listening who's from Chicago. It's not your fault. The Bear seems like a lovely restaurant.
I got the meat sweats from eating Chicago deep dish pizza once. So
So is that a good thing?
It was like the worst I've probably ever felt. But
Is that before or after you did the Crip Walk?
probably during. I don't know. I would assume after, but yeah.
That's funny.
Because I got bet that I couldn't eat a third piece of Chicago deep dish pizza. So I wasn't going to lose money and feel sick. So I just had to power through.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. How big were these pizzas?
They're big. They're like a big,
like casseroles.
There's like a big chunk, and then they're super thick and deep, and the crust is thick, but they're delicious.
Right.
It is like eating like, I don't know, a whole pan of lasagna.
Yeah.
But in the best
Which is
way.
like, I guess if you're into that kind of thing, that's
without the
fine.
noodles, I guess.
Yeah.
But no, you're wrong. It's delicious. So.
Anyway, they enjoy their candy. They eat their candy on a nearby roof, which is also, I guess, where they live. They finish it all. They literally lick the container. That was like, ooh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Because they're literally homeless.
Poor.
They'll eat the box if they can.
Yeah.
And they just say, like, just like mom used to make. And I was like, that's confusing to this. I guess crunchies could be something else than candy, but
yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
But
and then Nero brings up, like, do you ever miss them? And I guess this is where I'm supposed to, like, oh, he was a bad kid from always. He's like, no, I don't really think about them.
yeah.
I never even really knew them. So it's like, okay.
Yeah.
We learned a little bit more about Cad Bane. He had a
bad
sad
parents.
Didn't have parents. They
It's sad.
gave him up. Who they died. It's unclear. Cycle of violence, right? I guess that's the whole thing of this. It's like he was a orphan boy, and then he orphans his own son.
Yeah.
Unknowingly.
Terrible.
Do you find it frustrating that like everyone's like refuses to tell him that he has a kid on the way or has a kid now or and all these things?
No, because it's like he doesn't deserve.
Because he's so violent.
He's so violent and shitty. It's like, no, like your dad's like a brutal, murderous gangster. Like you can't have the kid.
Right. In stark contrast to how Bix feels about not telling or about her kid, which is for different reasons.
Yeah,
but
it's just like, no, you're
less
be a bad
justifiable.
dad.
Maybe,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, but maybe knowing he had a kid and had a future might have turned his life around.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, but that was his chance.
Yeah.
So they spot a speeder chase with the cops. There's a big wreck. It's kind of cool, little 30-second sequence. They're woken up by I'm not sure how Laszlo knows where to find him, but Laszlo finds them, and he's looking for their help. It's kind of bullshit though, because he's like, "Oh, I gave you that money. Now you have to help me," which is like,
right?
Very, I guess gangster.
Like, you owe me. Well, that's kind of how they get you, right?
Yeah. Oh, you owe me a favor now.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
And he said, "You had a taste of the good life." Did they? Do you want some more? Which I guess, like, if you're talking to homeless people, then that's going to be like,
Well, yeah, it's just like the using kids that are, down and out. It's a thing that gross.
Yeah.
Gangster.
Also, by the way, that shop owner who's like, "Where'd you get this money?" It's like, you know what, man? Let these kids have some candy.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And he's like, and then he like sucks it clean. It's so gross.
Yeah.
Never put money in your mouth, kids. This is big no. Might think it tastes good, but it's full of germs.
Good PSA.
Yeah. You don't want to know where those have been. Probably on the ground. The gangster, Laszlo, is limping now, but he won't say why. Also, this is funny because he's like, and don't ask questions, and then immediately ask questions. And he's like, don't be smart with me. Anyway, he's pointing out that same bodega from the day before, and that the business in the back is interfering with his business interests. So it's like a protection scheme, like gang war situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
He offers them 5 times as much as he gave them last time. So like $50, I guess, or I don't know, $25. And then the kids debate if they should work with him or not. No, again, Nero being the smart one is being like, it's not worth it. We don't know what the deal is. And Bane's like, yeah, you're right. It's not worth it. We'll take 10x on that. Shrewd negotiator. So that night, the kids make a bunch of noise out back of the bodega, causing a distraction as the gangster and his crew sneak in the front door. They rob the place. As the kids make an escape, Laszlo shoots the backroom like gambler guy. It's pretty like it's like a moment of like a traumatic moment for these.
Oh yeah,
children.
he shoots him in front of those kids, and they're. I would feel like they're directly
like, really responsible.
We're like, okay. Like
we just murdered this guy.
Yeah, like that was our fault. Yeah.
And how do you respond to that? because and they don't have a lot of time to think about it because they immediately are on the run. The cops are closing in, and Nero gets caught.
Yes.
I do like how they shot this, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's like a really like dramatic sequence with like the lighting is really cool and the use of shadow and like the way that like Bane jumps into the car and then like jumps up in the back seat to look as the car pulls away, and then you see Nero being arrested. It's like a cool look.
Yeah.
As the camera's like inside the car. It's a good news, bad news situation though, because bad news, your friend got caught.
Yeah.
The good news, you get his share.
Yeah.
And then he says, "Welcome to the family," which is obviously like a very like organized crime,
of course,
thing to say.
Yeah.
Mobster thing to say.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's the first of these three. We'll speed right through these. And these are similar. Again, we're making allusions to similar things. So, like Andor, this is a time jump, just like the Andor episode.
Yeah. Time jump every time.
Every episode. Bane reunites with an old friend who is on the opposite side of the law. That's episode 5. Directed by, I'll tell you in 2 seconds as soon as this page loads. But I'm guessing it's being written by Dave Filoni and Matt Michnovetz. It is directed by Stuart Lee on this one. So we skip ahead in time. We find an older Colby / Cad Bane working with the gang we saw at the end of the last episode. They're on a different planet, and this one actually might be Duro, but it's unclear because it's like an industrial planet. So we don't know. Lots of unknown planets in this. They don't do the favor of identifying the places that we go, like like Andor did for us, which was appreciated. Bane is now voiced by his usual voice actor, Corey Burton. And I just again mentioned that it's weird that he has this accent now.
He's part of the family. He's picking up the accent.
Yeah, he's picked up an accent. He's also picked up a girlfriend, Erin. They're playing cards to pass the time because they're left behind as Laszlo goes on a score at his old neighborhood. So something goes wrong. The ship comes back early. The ship's crashed and badly damaged. Laszlo is dead, killed by the local marshal. And Bane ends up with his hat, and he wants revenge. This is a very like Indy and the Crystal Skull moment. Yeah, Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull moment here, where like the cat hat rolls and like lands at his feet, which is what happens to Shia LaBeouf's character in that show, in that movie. But then, of course, we all forget about that. They literally kill him off screen for the next movie. So anyway, arriving at the original planet, whatever that first place was, Bane and Erin investigate Laszlo's death.
Right.
The streets seem as bad or maybe worse than they were before. Certainly more garbage than they were several years ago. How much time do you think went by? Like 10 years?
It's got to be because they were like
kids.
5. No,
older. Okay,
they're
like
maybe
10.
So, 8. And then
so maybe they're like, like not even 18. I mean, 16, 17, 18.
Anywhere between.
Old enough to get someone pregnant.
Yeah. I would say anywhere between, 10 and 8 years. But
okay. So they're like early, anywhere between like 17 to like
I would say
21.
like late teens, early 20s. Yeah.
Okay. So like 10 years has gone by at least. And they run into Nero, who spots him right away. And they have a big reunion, nice big hug. And there's some regrets about how things have changed, some for the better, some for the worse. And Cad warns that things might get messy because he's there for revenge.
Right.
But Nero points out that he's now a deputy.
Yeah, he's got a fancy badge.
Yeah.
I like that little flap that his badge is on.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I think the whole idea of having a marshal and deputy, it's like it's all very Western coded.
Yes.
And anyway, he wants revenge on the marshal, the lawman. The law, are you the lawman? That killed his old boss. This is another thing that bothers me about this. Is like we do the time jump. Are we supposed to believe that Laszlo was like this father figure mentor for him, and that's why he's so attached?
I guess
because everyone's telling him to let it go, but he won't do it. He won't do that, and we just don't understand really why.
Yeah.
We actually don't really understand anything that motivates.
I would assume, because this Laszlo guy brought him out of poverty into his family, into his crime family, and gave him everything he ever wanted. Right? Now he's got money. Now he's got a girlfriend. Now he's got all these things, right? So
a sick blaster.
Yeah. So it's just the code of conduct probably between these guys is, well, I got to avenge. Yeah.
Yeah. But also be smarter than that.
Well, yeah, that too. You don't just walk up and start telling people you're here for murder.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, you know where the marshal is? I'm looking to kill him.
Yeah. You know the main cop? I need to get him.
I'm looking to shoot him.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, just point me in the right direction.
Yeah.
And basically Laszlo's like, not Laszlo, Nero's basically like, you better chillax because otherwise things might get out of hand.
Yeah.
But he does say how he's trying to like improve the community, which becomes his like main plot point basically for Nero. It's about improving the community, which you got to respect the dedication. Okay, where was I? That night, Aaron urges Bane to let it go.
Mm-hmm.
It's not worth it. Doesn't want to lose him. She says there's more at stake than you realize. They're really hammering home.
Yeah.
She's like, she enters the cabin. She's like holding her stomach.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I don't want you to die. It's very important to me that you don't die. And she's like, and he's like, no, I need to go fight this person and I might die.
Yeah.
And there's more at stake than you realize. Again, at this point, if you really don't want him to go, maybe the best line would be like, hey, what I'm saying, listen to the words that I'm saying.
Yeah.
We have a kid on the way. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
But no.
Figure it out.
They're stuck on revenge. He doesn't listen. He takes the hat and heads into town. At the police station, Nero chats with the marshal as he locks up his weapon. They have this little like gun lockup because they're cops. Says Cad has always been stubborn, but he's worried that things could escalate. Meanwhile, Cad has a vision of when he was a baby boy before blowing up the old shop and with a grenade. This is obviously his like rejection of his past,
right?
Like, made literal, right? Anyway, Nero. There's a lot. Here's the thing that really frustrates me about this arc is the constant. You have to stay behind, and then no one listens.
Yeah.
Like not one person ever listens in this. Like, please stay behind for your own good.
Yeah.
And not one person has ever listened to
be told to stay behind.
It's like it's like the moment from Revenge of the Sith where they're like, "Thank you for telling me about who the Sith Lord is. We're gonna handle it from here. It's really important that you go sulk in your room alone.
Yeah.
So please wait here. We're gonna go handle this.
Sulk in your room,
and we'll be back."
Yeah.
And obviously that doesn't work, and it leads to poor outcomes. Yeah. So the lesson is include these people. So that they make the right decisions.
You never split
under
up.
Your supervision.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's not the lesson that any of these people learn. They all pull the Mace Windu mistake over and over and over and over again. But if what you say is true, you've earned my trust. Oh wow, thank you so much. Have I earned the rank? Have I earned the rank of master though? No. No, thanks, citizen. Meanwhile, we get this great line from Nero, you don't have to kill him. And then we get this badass line from the marshal, which is, that won't be up to me.
Yeah.
And he does this spin with his gun, and then he holsters it. Yeah. On the ship, Aaron spots the smoke from the explosion. She rushes to help. She also doesn't stay behind.
No.
At the scene of the crime, the marshal spots 2 police droids shot down. I like how they use the police droids as if they're like dead bodies.
Yeah.
Cad announces himself, "You the lawman," and they have a standoff. This is like a classic Western standoff. We get 2 of these in these. These arcs. All the tropes: the cut to the eyes, the close-ups on the eyes, the
fingers,
the fingers on
wagging.
the guns. Yeah, exactly. All that stuff.
The unclipping.
The only thing we don't have the unclipping might be my favorite of it, actually.
Yeah.
Only thing we don't have is a tumbleweed going through.
And that whistle. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one. That's Sergio Leone, I think, is where that's from.
Yeah.
Fistful of Dollars. I'm not sure for sure, but I could be wrong.
Always kind of sounds like a loon to me.
Well, it's a flute.
Oh, is it? Well, makes sense. But it sounds like a loon, like the sound of a loon.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Might be a piccolo.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nero, hearing the situation on the radio, also rushes to help, doesn't stay behind.
Mm-hmm.
He arrives just in time to try to stop. He yells Colby because he's like trying to appeal to his old friend's original identity, but he's already rejected it.
Yeah.
And that distraction causes just enough chaos for the marshal to get shot, and Bane to like sidestep a shot, but all that does is expose his girlfriend to getting shot in the shoulder.
Yep.
So Aaron gets shot in the crossfire. She tries to tell him to let it go. Like, we can leave now and we can let this all behind us.
Mm-hmm.
And he says he can't. And then he's surrounded. She says, we have a future. Which, again, she just really doesn't want to be explicit. And then he says, we will. I'll make sure of it, which I don't know what that means. And he's surrounded again. He tries to pull his weapon, but she's already taken it.
Yeah.
And she tosses it over. Don't shoot. Don't kill my baby daddy, please.
Yeah.
And he's all pissed that she betrayed him.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I had no choice. They would have killed you, which is 100% accurate.
100% true.
Yeah. And we had another great line from the new lawman saying, you got your revenge. I hope it was worth it.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it will be. So like we get a lot of these like vague threats from Cad Bane, which is like, okay, so now you got to go back and kill your best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because he arrests him.
Because you got arrested by him? Oh no. He's just doing his job.
Yeah.
Come on. It's so ridiculous. He literally got what he came for. He killed the marshal.
Yep.
And that's not enough for him. This cycle of violence must continue. He does get a cool and ominous score here, though, that like plays at the end of the final credits. And so we get some cool Western feel thrown in for good measure. Again, the only thing we're missing is the
yeah.
So that's
Western
good.
whistle.
Yeah. All right. So that's episode 2. Any thoughts on that? Or episode 2 of Arc 2?
Yeah. I don't know. Not really. I mean, again, it's like, it is good. You know, even recapping it, it's.
Yeah. This is the best part of this one, by the way. I think this episode, the middle episode, is the best.
Yeah.
It's got this cool standoff.
Yeah.
The marshal's got a cool presence. It informs what we know about what's his name later.
Yeah. The last one bums me out.
Yeah, Nero.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he gets killed at the end and it sucks.
Yeah. In front of his kid, basically.
Yeah. Well, in front of
traumatizing.
2 of his dads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did think it was a little lame. They're like, they explicitly say, oh, poor Isaac to have to be traumatized by this. Like they say it in like in text. I'm like, that's like can't we get that? I mean, again,
we get it.
I appreciate the show not explicitly saying she was pregnant and then a kid appears later and you have to piece it together as if you were Cad Bane. But Cad Bane's so stubborn that you don't really like. He doesn't even figure it out until like the very last second. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. So, we go to the finale, which is fine, but it mostly just feels like it's just kind of more of like a tragedy because it's like, you know how this is going to end and it's not going to end well. And it's going to send Cad Bane onto a course of life where he's just going to be a constant murderer. Yeah. And child kidnapper. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. You just don't give a crap about anyone or anything after this point. You killed your childhood best friend. That's right. Orphaned your own son. That's right. He doesn't care about that, but he has Toto 360, so that's what matters. This is directed by Nathaniel Villanueva, written by Dave Filoni, Matt Michnovitz. Okay. One good deed. Cad Bane and his gang return home to settle a score. And by the way, we get to see the gang makes an appearance in all 3 episodes, but they only get named in the final episode. So, and get voice lines, including the guy with the really badass mustache. Yeah. Okay, so we jump forward again. How far do you think we've jumped forward this time? Well, the kid. They're teenager, like mid-20s to maybe like 30s, like 10 years, another 10 years maybe. Yeah. That kid looks about 10. Yeah, okay. Yeah, 9, 10. He's about the same age as they were when they were kids. Yeah, I think that's kind of part of it. Yeah. So the slums have been rejuvenated. Things are looking good. The streets are clean. Streets are bustling. Everyone's happy. The old store is still just boarded up. Yeah. A lone speeder with a Trandoshan. This is Vac Lacko, the Trandoshan from their gang, rips through the town, kind of like he's riding a Harley, and reunites with the gangster with the handlebar mustache, which is Tay Gruddy. which is a great gangster name,
Really?
like Western badass, like outlaw T. Gruddy.
Yeah.
Anyway, it reminds me. His face looks like Micah from the Red Dead Redemption 2, which you wouldn't understand.
I wouldn't.
But he's a rat. And yeah, Micah, you're a rat, Micah. So the gang is back together. This guy named Gibbs, calls it in because now the people are all on the side of the cops.
Yeah.
And they call it into the marshal, who's now Nero. He doesn't think, this is where, again, this kind of stuff annoys me because Nero is like, doesn't think it's going to be a big deal. It's like, oh, well, he's allowed to do whatever he wants. He served his time.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, but like also Tegretti's there. And he's like, well, maybe that's just a coincidence. And he's like,
it's like, nah.
he's like, well, not really. And then also, don't worry because Bane, he's locked up in at Toronto, Torino. Not Toronto. Yeah, Torino.
Yeah.
Gran Torino, maybe. And he's going to be out for another 5 years. Unfortunately, that's not true. He's been released early on a technicality.
Of course. Typical.
Yeah. So and then we even get a line. It's like, well, that's just how the justice system works.
Yeah.
Murderers get out without on technicalities. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, and there's a shuttle coming at noon. So there's guns at noon, basically. Again, the marshal's kind of like trying to like play it all down.
Yeah.
So his deputy isn't so sure. He says, we all remember what happened that day you put him away. There's no question. Bane is coming here to settle things once and for all, which also sounds like it's something straight out of a Western.
Yeah.
I also like the idea that this like town that has like clearly a lot of people in it, everyone remembers that day.
Yeah.
And everyone's aware of who these people are and is like worried about noon
it's the town
today.
gossip.
Yeah.
Everyone's whispering.
I mean, but the thing is, like, it's playing it as if you're in a little dusty Western town.
Like that's
but there's like way
street.
more people there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really doesn't quite work. Later that day, Nero is advised that the mayor and town council want to speak with him because they're also worried. At the same time, a young girl watches as Nero discusses the situation. Bane is imminent. Nero thinks they'll be ready, but his deputy urges him to consider his own safety. There's a story about Aaron that Nero would prefer to keep from Bane.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that story is that she had a kid and that I raised him.
I raised your son.
And also I married your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Which arguably would be pretty upsetting.
Yeah.
I think if you're coming out of jail and you're like, where's my girlfriend?
Yeah.
I think she might have been pregnant.
Yeah.
I'm not sure for sure because she wouldn't tell me. And she didn't send me any notes in jail, but I think she's going to want to see me. And everyone's like, I don't know, but I heard something.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know the full story. He pulls his gun the same way, as his marshal. Yeah. So again, you get to be informed by like the time jump being like, oh, he's like his old mentor. Nero spots the boy. This is Isaac, who calls him Papa. This is his like adopted son. Same color. You know that it's Bane's kid because he's the same color blue.
Yeah.
The deputy is charged with watching Isaac, but obviously does a very bad job. Back with the council, they're worried about Bane. They want to know what he plans to do. I love how they say, no one would blame you. And he's like, blame me if I did what?
Yeah.
It's like, well, if you murdered him, obviously.
Yeah.
If you just shot him down in cold blood.
Yeah. Just make the droids do it.
Yeah. And they, they're just like, we just don't want things to get out of hand.
Yeah.
Which is fair. But their solution to
it sounds so peaceful now.
The solution is we just murder the criminals before they can
do anything bad. Yeah. What is that called? A
pre-crime?
No, when it's like a something strike, like a calculated strike, or like
surgical strike,
something like that. It's like a not a premeditated.
The preemptive
strike.
Preemptive strike.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. There you go. But also super illegal.
Yes.
Anyway, I just like how this town mayor is like, you should just kill him.
Yeah.
But Nero, give him credit. He wants a peaceful resolution. No one has to die, he says, and he'll handle it. But it seems like, again, everyone's hyper aware of this very personal story that he has with his childhood friend from when they were 10 years old, and also his girlfriend / his wife. And I was like, everyone knows this web of like, it's like, wow, that is very gossipy town.
There's probably not much happens there.
Yeah, I guess
they're
not.
like, did you see that the new
enough
sheriff?
to have a highway.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's an unwed mother.
Yeah. And she was shot?
Yeah.
You don't think everyone's gonna know about that? No, that's hot tea. Okay. So Nero makes in a stop at a like gangster, like low life bar. Love when we do this in a Western, by the way. It's always like you come and approach them in their safe space. Tay Gutty's there, Micah, implying that he'll tell Bane what happened with Aaron. But again, it sounds like he doesn't even know fully what happened. Because where is Aaron? No one knows. But there's a kid around. What's the story there? Anyway, neither acknowledge what happened. We get more Spanish guitar, which is like, again, why were you holding back on this the whole time?
You're more mad about the Spanish guitar than anything.
Yeah. He says, Nero says that I saved her life, talking about Aaron. And Tay's response is, that's a funny way to look at it.
Right.
Which, again, is a great, like cowboy exchange.
Yeah.
It's a funny way to look at it. The shuttle. The next, by the way, I love talking like a pirate and I love talking like a cowboy.
Yeah.
Those are really
I mean,
fun.
they're good. They're good accents. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah. I don't want to see you around in these pots no more.
Yeah.
So the shuttle arrives with, I love, by the way, when the clock ticks over to noon, it's like, poof, and it's like everyone's like sweating, including, by the way, the Yellow Belly. Yellow Belly, the marshal's assistant.
Oh, the deputy.
The deputy who quits his job.
Yeah, he's like,
this is too much heat for me.
Yeah.
He's only a peacetime cop.
Yeah, he's like, this guy just keeps coming back and killing the next marshal. I don't want to be the next marshal.
Yeah, it's like, not if everyone keeps getting murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to get promoted.
Yeah, he's like, he turned in his gun and badge. She didn't give a reason.
Yeah.
And so anyway, Bane arrives. He gets his own little leitmotif. Tate tells him about that Aaron married the marshal. And he's like, oh, that son of a bitch. I'm going to go kill him. Back with Nero, the deputy has turned in his badge. No explanation. He sends Isaac home with the droids. Again, doesn't listen. By the way, the droids, I feel like intentionally look a bit like RoboCop. I think that's
probably.
I think that's intentional.
Yeah.
The city council debates the situation. This feels like we didn't need this scene. In my opinion, it's too on the nose.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like dancing around what happened with Aaron. No one wants to. The show is like refuses to say the exact same thing, but will instead say 1,000 things that sound exactly like the thing they want to say without saying it.
Right.
Which is just annoying. And then it's like that poor boy. I pity the poor boy for having to live through this. It's like, okay, we get it. You've really nailed it home. In the streets, Bane arrives, causing a hush to fall over the town, right? Classic Western stuff. He arrives in front of the police station. Cad has the only thing it's missing is saloon doors.
Yeah.
Cad has his gangsters, in support. Nero has his droids. Meanwhile, Isaac escapes the droids and comes and like runs up to his dad and like hugs him. Like, not the right time, buddy.
No.
Yeah. Nero reveals that Aaron passed away a few years ago. So that's like part of the secret that no one wanted to say. She died. It's not implied from her wounds, but maybe it was because when she was shot, but probably not. She lived long enough to give birth. And she wasn't, and we don't know how Duros give birth. I mean, but she wasn't showing, so
yeah,
I don't know. I assume that when humanoids are giving birth, they like usually have a humanoid-esque birth situation.
It's kind of the same. Yeah.
Anyway, R.I.P. Aaron. I kind of would have preferred if she was still here for the story purposes, but
yeah.
Okay. Anyway, Isaac is here. Not a great time. We get another shootout. Tay is killed.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn Micah. He's killed. Thank God. The droids are also killed. Nero puts his blaster away. He has something he wants to say that Aaron wanted to tell him. Mm-hmm. He's like, someone has to fucking say to you what was going on.
Right.
But no, he doesn't want to hear it. Bane's done talking. I'm done talking, he says. And then another standoff. Again, same thing. Music swells, cuts to the eyes again. They draw, but Bane wins. He pulls two blasters. He's got his two classic blasters now with that really cool blaster sound that they make.
Yeah, they do have a really good sound.
They kind of sound like the blaster that Jango Fett uses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That really loud, like, pew sound. Yeah. Anyway, he's dead.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it.
Kills
He's
him
dead.
in front of his kid.
Killed right in front of his kid. And this is like how most Westerns start, and then the son grows up and then looks for revenge against the old outlaw.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess that story could still happen in some way if he's not dead at the hands of Boba Fett, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
But again, if that's a story worth telling.
Yeah.
Like, that story, that's like, okay, interesting. Cad Bane's son out for revenge for killing his adopted father. Like, that's interesting.
Yeah.
But no one will probably never see that. Anyway, cue the Western themes. As Bane walks away, no one's going to arrest him because he committed murder, but that's fine. Leaving the boy with the dead body on the street. Also classic Western visual, by the way. But camera pans up, fade to black, play Cad Bane's theme, and it's over.
I did like that little like reach he does towards his son when he realizes that's
he's
his
like,
kid.
oh,
he does that little reach almost, and then he pulls his hand back.
And then that lady runs in and is like, get away from him.
Yeah, she's just like,
keep your hands away from him.
Yeah, get away.
Yeah.
But I did like that kind of acknowledgement of like, oh shit, and then like he kind of, I did like that, but like, no,
this one brief moment of regret.
Yeah, very, very small, but yeah, that kid, you just ruined that kid.
But I think if you now think about it, that moment of he had to like internalize killing the adopted father of his son.
Yeah,
and that like that's probably part of the reason he had like it just rots him away from the inside.
Yeah, he's just Why one more reason why he doesn't care?
If he hadn't killed Nero, there was still a chance for redemption.
Yeah.
After doing that, there's no redemption available to you anymore.
No.
So, like, you're not going to raise the kid now.
No, definitely not.
Right?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. So now off to a world of bounty hunting and murdering and being the baddest son of a bitch around.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of kidnapping. He really loves to kidnap kids. It's his favorite thing.
Brutal.
Yeah. He kidnaps Omega twice, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
And those Force-sensitive kids.
And literal babies.
Yeah, and literal babies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's important to note that they were actual, like, from a hospital babies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not okay.
All right, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think we've very much gone through it. But I think as a whole, like, they're not bad stories. They're good stories.
It just
they just don't feel underworldy enough. That's all.
Not underworldy enough is definitely fair. And also, like,
I just feel like this could be more bounty hunter stories, right? Like Tales of the Bounty Hunters.
Take me back to
Tales of the Hunters, like something else, but not.
Maybe you still get that.
But I do want Tales of the Sith, so keep making these.
Oh, I'm sure. I bet you they will. They've established it. Every Star Wars Day we get one of these. It's fun.
Yeah.
Or maybe a Visions instead. Although I think, are we getting Visions later this year? Season 3?
Can't remember.
I think it's later this year.
Nice.
Yeah, I know Winston.
Yeah,
we're done. We're wrapping.
He's flapping his ears. He wants to go out.
Yeah. Okay. On that note, the plan for the future is what does Yoda say? The future always in motion.
Always in motion. The future is.
And so it's unclear what the next, because I don't know when the next Star Wars show is premiering.
Right.
It's unlike Disney to go super long stretches without there being something, but if it stretches super long, then we'll find some way to fill some of the time.
Yeah.
But otherwise, there's going to be a bit of a brief hiatus as we repackage the main show. Subscribe to the main feed for that, Tower Babble podcast. But otherwise, we'll be back with more Star Wars whenever that might be. We could always do a movie, or we could always do a video game. But there's a lot of stuff. I've actually been I want to play Star Wars Outlaws,
right?
Which I feel like it would fit along well with this.
Maybe that's a game I could play.
I think so.
We could see. I'll see.
I mean, how hard could it be?
I'm not.
You've got two thumbs. It's a single player game.
Is it a shooter game?
Yeah.
I'm not good at shooter.
Yeah, but like, I don't think it's like a shooter. It's like you run around. It's like you're like a smuggler.
Oh,
you fly a ship.
Maybe I'd be better
at
do
stuff like that.
All right.
Yeah.
I could figure.
There is
out.
some shooting, but you have a little like alien companion that like distracts people for you and stuff, and flips switches. So it's like more of like a sneaky game.
All right, I'm into that. Maybe I'll try to play that one.
And that's set like between episodes 5 and 6, because Han Solo is in carbonite.
Okay. Love that.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, we'll figure something out. we don't know what it will be. Stay tuned to the Blue Sky feed and all that kind of stuff. Or if you're in the Discord, which you get access to through Patreon, patreon.com/TowerBabblecast, you'll find updates there as well. Until then, of course, as always, may the Force be with you.